Stony.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Captain Cringe. How are you doing? Today we're going to be looking at a bunch of fun stuff. We're going to be checking out some just general cringe compilation stuff, but I thought it would be fun since I think, is this the first Captain Cringe since the election? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But I thought we'd take a look at some of the MAGA cringe that's come out. Yes, does this share some similarities with some of the MAGA cope chud watches we've been doing? Maybe a little bit, but today, this is Captain Cringe, so I think there's a decent amount of crossover between the cope and the cringe, okay? So, we'll be looking at some of that. Welcome everyone, I hope you're doing well today. It's apparently, the Meru-sama's bunny's birthday.
Stony.
As evidenced by this video.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Very cute.
Birthday, and of course birthday, Stony.
Cute. So I hope you all are doing well. Welcome. Makes You Wonder Productions, Thez72744473, of course, the Meru-sama, Tom G1010101010, Storm Parade, Storm on Parade, Unix Eunuch, Hammy-fly, everyone. Hope you're doing good. So I don't know, it's probably a bit chill today, I don't know what, God, I am off this week. I just need to restart this whole week. MMO addicted to 20 bits. Hannah, please tell me that this is not just me. To me, the guy in the video is making a normal argument not threatening anyone's kids, like your kids are going to this high school and they deal with various people there, how will it reflect on them, not threatening them? I don't know what the context for this is at all. Watch as Democrat State Rep elect Abraham Ayash threatens the children of Wayne County Board of Canvassers members Monica Palmer.
Continue to perpetuate, and what that tells us is you, Miss Monica Palmer from which has a history of racism, are deciding to enable and continue to perpetuate the racist history of this country. And I want you to think about what that means for your kids who probably go to and when they see all their black classmates, and they know that. And
Yeah, that's not necessarily a threat. That's literally them saying, like, hey, you children, and your actions reflect not only on you, but on them, and they're gonna have to deal with that. Like, their peers are the kind of people that you're disenfranchising with this stuff. I don't think that's a threat. But what do I know? I'm a salty leftist, so... Let me turn this music off. There's a new Animal Crossing update, and they included new inclusive hairstyles. That's pretty cool. I haven't picked up Animal Crossing in a while. I don't know. Once I upgraded my house fully and paid off my final, like, mortgage in the game, I just felt like I had nothing left to do. MMO Addicted with 20 bits, Hannah, please... Oh, nope, I already read that one. That's the one I read. Cool. Drink the copium. We will. We will. I don't know. What's this? Pro-Trump rappers attempt the cringeworthy MAGA challenge.
This is a rap about a MAGA hat.
We live in America where we're free. So back off, leftists, and let me do me. If I want to vote for Donald Trump, it's cause I don't like socialism. That shit's for bums.
Hey, they saying you that MAGA boy. Tell me what you want, cause they don't matter, boy. I just speak the truth, that's something they don't understand.
St. Henry, thank you for subscribing with a 3-month streak. What's on the docket today? MAGA Cringe. And Twisted Yuppie, thank you for subscribing as well.
How you gonna tell me who I should vote for? And why are you basing it on my skin color? Don't think just because I'm black that I only vote Democrat. That's really kind of whack. Yeah.
I am not a racist, I ain't a supremacist. I am a conservative and socialism is my nemesis. The MAGA challenge is a sign of the times. Hip-hop community supported Trump and now they tear him down. Wow.
Are you my MAGA boy? MAGA challenge boy. Taking shots from the left.
Black Wind River, thank you for subscribing with Prime. For Black
MAGA
Wind
hat
River.
on Betsy Ross on the nice tee. Had to buy some Vans cause I quit buying Nikes.
Cause we gonna keep America great. God bless Trump and the USA. Original homies for Trump.
MAGA stands together, red, white, and blue. Get on board, we're waiting for you.
Transgenders in the bathroom, no gender in the classroom. Illegals
Oh,
in the workforce,
God.
no remorse. America first, America safe, America financially engaged.
Shout out to my boy Bryson for the track.
Chesabel, thank you for the 100 bits.
What is that? That's what we call originality.
We're on a
Great
hype train, by the
awakening
way.
is
I
what
think we just
need in our
completed level
mentality.
1.
Donald Trump's the GOAT. Tell your family, tell your friends.
Antipodian Squid with 100 bits. I haven't picked up Animal Crossing since July because of being busy with Union, even though I really want to play now. I'm terrified of facing the state of my island and the weeds and the roaches and the wrath of my villagers who will think I hate them and have been avoiding them. Anxiety shouldn't spread to my happy place.
Don't know the power of this.
This is a rap about a MAGA hat.
Oh, that's bad.
The one that always taken by a Democrat.
Boss man and his businesses, and he became the president like his wishes is. Crush your competition like Brady did, and he promised everything and delivered it like Uber Eats.
Watch the Trump base expand, expand. Watch the Trump base expand, expand.
I don't answer questions in simple sound bites. You are tasting a fine wine. It has multiple notes to it. You better play 4D chess with me like it's Minority Report. Because it ain't that simple. It's complex.
And we don't expect to get views because this
Kanye.
MAGA challenge will make it to fake news. And don't call me what I'm not. I'm not a Russian bot.
Trade, economy, save the babies, no more rage. And you want to talk about a cage.
Go Trump, go 2020, keep America.
That's so bad.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dutiful Future here. Today we have the official 2020 US election conservative cringe
Super
compilation. I'm
cringe.
joined by my friend Cam. Cam, hello.
Good morning, America.
Good,
It's time.
Good morning, America. It is. What we have here today is a compilation of.
Okay, and read that.
Let's have a look at like the origin now.
Sticks and hammer.
Assault! Assault! This pussy's assaulting people! This pile of pussy!
Don't touch me!
Biden raped his
This
daughter!
is a free country!
Biden raped his daughter!
Bring out your slaves!
Biden raped his
We
daughter!
have freedom!
Biden raped
This
his
is
daughter!
America!
Biden
The
raped
land
his
of the
daughter!
free!
Biden
This
raped his
is our
daughter!
land!
When I was a kid, I guess I assumed Like, everyone grew up into adults, you know? And that there was some differentiation between, 8-year-olds and 40-year-olds. And, well, that is true for a lot of people. It really seems like a good portion of people never mature at all beyond, like, 12 years old. And they're just children in adult bodies. And it's very, very scary that these people exist next to us. Chessabelle with 100 bits. There are no adults here. Yeah, that's some scary shit.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
Bumble Homestead at 20 bits. Every journalist and healthcare worker is going to need a 6-month vacation at some point after this year. No kidding.
Expose it all! Expose it all, Lord! And Lord, if it be your will and if it be necessary, another election, another voting day, whatever it takes under your kingdom, oh God.
We lost the election. We want a do-over. Is that how it works? I didn't know. Guys, we should have, I didn't know the do-over rule was in play. We should have done that in 2016.
To bring it all in line. Bring it all in line. Bring it all in line with the will of God.
The people praying in front of the voting, or the vote counting place. Dark Matter. Oh, Dark Matter. Thank you for subscribing with Prime.
President Donald J. Trump. Look how great he looks.
These posts are confusing. Who won the election? Let me take a look.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Yeah, it looks like Joe Biden won the election. Thank you for asking. I know it slips our minds a lot, but it's good to remember.
Sexy he looks. No
Marusama, thank you for the bits. Thanks for following me and showing the video.
That our president does. He's daddy. He's the daddy of the United States of America.
All right, America, you've seen it. You've seen what these fucking cheating, lying, scummy cocksuckers did. Our forefathers had to ask themselves the very important question, is this country worth fighting and maybe dying for? You know what their answer was? Yes. You know what my answer is? Yes. You know what your answer should be? Yes. You know what? It's on. It's on. This is what they wanted for. This is what they pushed for. And all these 4 years, they think they can just push and poke and nothing's going to happen, right? We're just going to lay down and take it like dogs, like and get kicked like they've been kicking us. Let one motherfucker.
You're not getting kicked, at least not by us. Look, people like this, you might be in financially hard times. A lot of people are. But it's not the fault of the left. It's the fault of the wealthy. And you're literally simping for a billionaire who doesn't give a shit about you. I know you're mad you lost the election, but you need to get over it. This is pathetic. I've never seen this numerous an amount of adults all together sharing a delusion of victimhood as much as these MAGA idiots after this election. It is so sad, and it is so dangerous to have this many people be like, we won the election, even though all the evidence points to the fact that we, in fact, lost it. It's bad shit. Chaotic Kitten with 100 bits. Have you seen the video by Shymo, Election Meme Rewind? Hey, hey, ha, ha, ho, ho, featuring Kenneth Copeland, Paula White Kane. No, I have not seen that.
Come in my face. And I'll be the last face he ever comes in front of because I'll beat the snot out of him. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's time. You know what? America, lock and load. Aim small, miss small. They wanted it. They were going to get it.
Hey, FBI, maybe go to that guy's house and knock on the door and be like, hey, you okay? You need a hug? You need a hug or some handcuffs for threatening insurrection against the United States?
I just warn you that we are in a spiritual battle against evil unleashed. We are not fighting the Democrats. We are fighting Satan himself. Satan himself.
The fact is that a lot of you guys who went balls to the wall hard as fuck for Trump up until this election are literally on my timeline saying, oh, well.
This guy looks like he has a fight with demons. Were you talking about Glenn Beck?
You know what the fuck it is! You know what the fuck it is! Do not let these sons of bitches fucking tell you different! You know what it is! Look inside yourself! And what's real! It is real!
There's nothing funny about the tools.
The classic, of course. Have I seen the Glenn Beck Santa Jesus crossover fanfic? No.
The media's covering it up! The Biden crime family stealing this election! The media's covering up! We want our freedom for the world!
Barbecue beef, barbecue beer freedom. He just wants to grill.
Where were we? What was the last question?
Lord, we're gonna see you working this. We are. We're gonna see you.
At least he wore a mask. He wasn't even using the mask correctly. It was like down here. He was chin strapping it.
In the midst of this, and we invoke the name of Jesus and take authority over the powers and the principalities and the spirit of communism that is trying to infiltrate, overtake, and attack this nation right now.
Dude, we're gonna butt-fuck you into oblivion tomorrow. You don't got a prayer, dude. You guys are gonna get absolutely savaged. Savaged! I mean, fucked up beyond belief. You have no idea what's coming. You think you know, but you have no fucking clue. Do you see that? Those aren't white supremacists, you stupid mouth-breathing assholes. Those are fucking Americans of all different backgrounds, races, and creeds.
And as we all know, Americans are incapable of being white supremacists. It's just impossible. Dark Matter with 300 bits. Can't always catch them live, but been loving your streams, Hannah. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Stephen J. Neptune Man with 20 bits. I just saw a tweet that said that every second of this post-election period convinces me that America would not have survived a second Trump term. I don't even know if we're gonna survive the first one. It's not over yet, guys. We got like another month. We got another month and a half. No, actually, it's the 20th of January that Biden gets sworn in. So we still have 2 months. We have 2 months. Hold on to your butts, okay? Twisted Yuppie with 20 bits. Watching from New Zealand, this really is the gift that keeps on giving. It is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I both find the MAGA cope incredibly entertaining for obvious reasons, because it's very funny after 4 years of them being, you know, big old dicks to everyone, them losing. It's pretty funny, and the cope has been delicious. On the other hand, this many delusional people, regardless of the delusion, are going to be dangerous, and this delusion happens to be a pretty dangerous one. If you convince, like, millions of armed right-wing people that the election has been stolen despite the fact that there is no evidence drawing towards that conclusion, they're gonna do some messed up stuff. They've been radicalized, guys. It's not good. Antipodian Squid with 200 bits. You can make it, America. I believe in you. You have way more confidence in the American public than I do. Waggrowth 13 to 20 bits. Remember, Trump is very upset, and he has the nuclear launch codes. Yes, he does.
We're gonna fuck your shit up, and then we're gonna keep fucking your shit up for the next 4 years. Liberalism is dead.
Yeah.
Those aren't white supremacists.
Antipodian Squid, that's because I'm on the other side of the planet. Yeah, I had to do it.
And it was your heart on the line. I really thought.
Oh, my authoritarian presidential candidate lost the election. What do I do?
This time, didn't I, my dear?
At this laptop, they allowed impeachment to happen knowing that they were right about Joe Biden. My father's instincts, again, just like he was right when he said the Obama...
Hamanda aka ata raka teda baka sanda ata ambo osa kata rite eke banda ata rike didi ashata. For angels have even been dispatched from Africa right now. Africa right now. Africa right now. From Africa right now.
For they who shift the votes and move the boxes around, those who raise the dead and the dead vote, I will expose them, says the Lord. For they may be tricking man, but they shall not trick me, says the Lord.
Pictures of Hunter Biden's butthole aren't true either.
I've not seen that, and that would be made-up conspiracy theories.
You don't think that's true?
No, not at all.
So there's no pictures of his butthole that he took.
Trump saying, if you're looking at that, and
I didn't look at it.
Have you
Trump
seen
saying
his
he can
actual
grab pussy.
butthole to know that that's really his butthole? I don't think so.
Would you like to see?
Oh, I'm surprised they didn't like show the. I'm not okay. I'm not surprised they didn't show the picture of her shitting her pants. What I am surprised is they didn't even show like an article about her shitting her pants. Caitlyn Bennett walking around the beaches of Florida talking about Hunter Biden's butthole is my favorite thing she's ever done. If only because of the irony of the fact that a picture of her taking a shit is on the internet. It's so weird.
Greatest example of love is discipline. The greatest example of love is to kill those traitors so others learn never to do it.
We have an idea. If Trump runs for governor, we can all move to wherever he goes, and it'll only just be us. We don't have to worry about Democrats. We don't have to worry about nobody. He can run.
Didn't she shit herself before Trump lost? Yeah, it was like years before. Pyromancer56, thank you for subscribing with Prime.
As many times as we elect him. This has to.
Please, yes, this would be great. Honestly, this would be the only time conservatives have ever done anything good for the country. All of you can go and move to like Utah or Alabama or Louisiana, and you all just live there, okay? And the rest of the states can all be populated by, it doesn't even have to be Democrats, but people who aren't batshit insane. And then hopefully we can get continually good presidents and good legislatures that can actually push for policies that would be beneficial to most people in the country. That'd be good. Please do that.
To get to Trump.
The Associated Press said that Joe Biden is president. Ha!
The Associated Press has projected a winner for the election every year since 1849. For the record.
Replacing Trump with Biden is like shitting in your pants and changing your shirt.
I don't think he thought that one through too well.
God, we just declare that you will keep the feet of POTUS in his purpose and his position right now. We stop and we override the will of man for the will of God. We override the will of man for the will.
Embo addicted to 20 bits. Oh God, that idea of them moving to one state made my mind go into a dark place. Yeah, sure, move to one place, concentrate in it, you know, like a camp. You'll probably afterwards call it a Democrat concentration camp after doing it yourself, you idiot. I can imagine a situation where that happens, where they all move and then they realize that electoral politics, the way it works at a national level, they basically screwed themselves and they go, wait a minute, Democrats.
Will of God. We override the will of man for the will of God.
We all know who's our fucking president now. Joe Biden. So, that gets me.
Oh, this is a good way to get a visit from the Secret Service. This is a dumb kid who doesn't know how this works. But as it turns out, if you directly threaten to, you know, assassinate a president or even like a president-elect, That's a good way to get some law enforcement knocking on your door. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's some great fun. To my time to shine. And all my Trump supporters out there, where the fuck you at? So we can meet up and assassinate.
This kid had to have gotten a call or something.
Hey, Joe Biden.
This is in the capital of my state, or not the. This is in this is in Lansing, Michigan.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Twisted Yuppie with 20 bits. This really is a cult at this stage. So many brainwashed. I'm waiting for reports. Trump walked on water, turned bread to KFC, and water to Coke. That's the capital, isn't it? Yeah. This is in Lansing, Michigan. This is the capital of my state. Yay. Guys, he had 4 years. He had 4 years.
You're happy with your corner coffee shop. They want to make you drink Starbucks every day from now until forever, no matter how it tastes. That's the future they promise. Everyone doing the same thing.
Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Right here! Let's
No, so you guys can jump me, so you can jump me.
Put your phone down! What's up? Put your phone down, baby girl!
It's a toast for me.
Hey, it's your fucking face for me, bitch! Do something! Fuck that bitch up. Do something! Motherfucker!
My phone.
Do something! Fucking stop your fucking phone right out of your fucking hand, bitch!
Back up.
That fucking goddamn camera for you!
At minimum, everyone should probably start carrying pepper spray. I'm not saying you have to arm yourself with, like, a lethal weapon, guys, but, like, start carrying pepper spray, just in case. Good precaution.
Fuck you, stupid bitch! You fucking, you're a stupid whore. Why don't you go get a fucking education?
Second term kicks off with firing Ray, firing Fauci. I'd actually like to go back to the old times of Tudor England. I'd put the heads on pikes, right? I'd put them at the two corners of the White House as a warning to federal bureaucrats. You either get with the program or you're gone.
Steve Bannon looking as healthy as ever, which isn't saying much. Chaotic Kitten with 50 bits, or hairspray and a lighter. Jezebel with 100 bits. I live in Texas. It's definitely a gun for me. Hey, do what you're gonna do. I'm just like, hey, I understand not everyone's comfortable with guns. Get some pepper spray. I would be freaked the fuck out if one of these people tried to come at me. What would have made that Carlson clip perfect would have been a commercial for Starbucks immediately after his rant. I don't know how many big companies still pay for advertising on Fox News.
We choose united.
Can we steal this election?
Lesbian pedophile Bill, the straight pedophile Joe Biden, the Donald Trump won the election. Stop fucking cheating, you Democratic whores. Stop cheating. Donald Trump won the election fair and square. At least he never raped anyone, unlike Obama.
What?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Donald Trump's first wife. Not to mention all the subsequent, right? There have, of course, been subsequent allegations of sexual assault. And, of course, we have Trump on camera literally admitting that he commits sexual assault by grabbing women, okay? Donald Trump's first wife, in her divorce filings, alleged that he raped her more than once, right? The projection that comes out of the right is absolutely bonkers. Someone needs to do a fucking study on this. Why are conservatives constantly projecting their issues onto others? It is so strange. Empty the tanks with 20 bits says, as a lady, I wish we could carry pepper spray in my country. You can't carry pepper spray. That sucks.
Hillary, the lesbian pedophile.
Are we a failed state? Ask me in 4 years. I'll make a determination by then.
Bill, the straight pedophile. Joe Biden, the straight pedophile. Hunter Biden, the straight pedophile.
There's nothing
and
funny about
Jeffrey Epstein, they all raped kids.
Towing24, 20 bits, don't forget that Donald Trump also admitted to walking into the dressing room on Miss Teen USA while the women were changing. Yeah, I know. And also, why is this guy mentioning Jeffrey Epstein? Donald Trump is literally friends with Jeffrey Epstein.
How could Obama get away with that? Trump won. Trump never committed any crimes. That is why he lost. LGBT, white Americans, and black Americans love criminals.
What has happened during this election process on election night is egregious, and it is absolutely unacceptable to the American people what the left has done to the election process in our country.
By voting more than you? That must be frustrating, to be the loser.
It is despicable what they did election night. The mainstream media took over the narrative. They shut down the counting of the voting because they knew Trump was winning.
America is rising. And America knows you're a bunch of Chi-Com fascist commies.
It's Alex Jones.
Will be defeated. They will be hiding. They will pay. They will be destroyed because America is rising. Burn in hell, Joe Biden. Yeah! Burn in hell, Bill Gates. Yeah! Burn in hell, Fauci. America is awake, and we are never backing down. America is awake.
Okay, I'm gonna amend my answer to the question, is America a failed state? From 4 years, I'll let you know, to saying yes. Yes, we are. We are failed. We did it. Good job, everyone. Let's pack it in. Time for a second Dark Ages. Woo!
What brings you out here in front of the election center?
Vote for Trump, see what's going on, express my constitutional rights to bear arms before they might be infringed upon. This election doesn't go my way.
Destruction! I call Michigan out of all darkness! I call our governor out of deception and deceit! Christian Whitmer, you are a leader that's leading deception and lies and hidden agenda!
Why do they even wear the mask on their chin if they're gonna do this? It's so pointless. It'd be like putting on a condom and then like cutting off the tip. Like, what do you think? What do you think the thing's for? Stop it. Cotton Katie 903, thank you for subscribing with a 5-month streak. Woo, 5 months, nice. And MMO Addicted with 20 bits. While my optimistic prediction is Poland becoming a dictatorship openly like Belarus in 10 years, pessimistically gives it 2. Yikes, that'll suck. I'm very sorry. I hope he can figure out a way to get somewhere else.
And we will not stand for it. That's right. And we are bringing the rule and reign of Jesus Christ.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I know everybody.
Ooh, you sure did get that sign. You nailed it. Mitchell Drummer with 260 bits. Boss time. Nice.
Fired up right now. Yes. We are pissed off right now about what is going on because our election is being stolen from us. Yes.
Stop the steal! Stop the steal! You should have been
Millie in Tennessee, hello.
Hello.
You're on, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for having me on this morning. It just really upsets me for these people coming on here and talking about our president.
If people insulting a politician you like ever makes you cry, you need to take a step back and evaluate your obscene attachment to that particular politician. A politician being attacked excuse me, verbally should never elicit that response from you. Ever. Ever, ever. I understand maybe if it was like a really, really great person who did good things and they're like assassinated. I understand that, right? I understand getting upset like if JFK dies. But if someone just criticizes the person that you like, and you're like, I'm so sad all these people are being mean to the president. That's very stupid. That's very, very stupid, and you're over-attached to a political figure that probably doesn't care about you nearly as much as you care about them. MMO addicted to 20 bits. I'm going over to the Americas in the summer, pandemic permitting, and only if vaccinated and safe. Going to road trip the States and hit up Canada to look around for a place to build my McMansion in. Nice. Good for you. I hope that that's all successful for you.
What happens next? If they win today, what happens next?
First, we're gonna make sure you have health care, and then hopefully improve the state of education in this country so people like you end up not being as stupid as you are right now.
They kill your children!
If JFK, you know what I mean.
Is what happens next! This is what communism is! It's a game plan! They've been running it for 120 years! And they will disappear you! They will disappear your children! They will erase you from history! This is not a myth!
I've had many friends who told me that they got votes for their dogs or cats, for dead people.
That's completely untrue. She's literally lying. This has been fact-checked. When she says, I've literally have friends who've had this, she means I read a post on Facebook that said that. These people are delusional. And I wonder, when she says that, does she genuinely misremember? Is she so self-deluded that she misremembers that thing she saw on Facebook and thinks it actually happened to a friend that she actually knows in real life? Or does she know, well, I saw this thing on Facebook that said it, but they're gonna, if I say I just saw this on Facebook, it sounds bad. Rightfully so, because it is. So I'll say I know people who did that. Like, that's a lie. Does she not realize it? She's just lying. She's lying about the source of the information she's saying. MMO addicted to 20 bits. Bitch, please. My dog would make more informed choices than Trump. True.
I don't know, at this point, like, if Biden gets in, I'm just gonna do like a school shooter, just take out all these Democrats.
Wow! Okay, again, FBI, I really hope you're paying attention to all this stuff that's happening, but I very much doubt it. You probably have less important things to deal with, but, you know, all the potential mass shooting events that are gonna pop off between now and January 20th and directly after, maybe start a checklist of ones to go investigate. Le Poupon with 100 bits. Off topic, but Michelle Wolf joke. If JFK was alive, he most definitely would have been Me Too'd. You could say he dodged a bullet. That's a good joke.
And a few pedophiles on the way out. If I go to hell, I'm taking these motherfuckers with me.
They don't have the watermarks on their ballots. Right. They're just screwing themselves. Fraud right now. We are watching voter fraud.
The watermarks thing is like a QAnon-related conspiracy theory. It didn't directly come from, like, whoever Q is. But it's affiliated. It's basically, they think that there are irradiated watermarks on the ballots that prove, that some of the ballots are real and some are fake. It's untrue, as you might imagine.
Hey, look, they got suitcases right here. There they are, folks. There's the ballots.
We're gonna go to the other side, and we're gonna show you what's inside of the back of those fans.
Your GoPros, your indoor lights.
So it looks like Trump just lost Arizona.
Yes, and it sucks.
So why do you think Trump couldn't carry the state?
User error data. Because Biden has promised all these illegals.
You all realize that President Trump has won this state. We have now officially declared the state of Pennsylvania Trump country.
The Associated Press banner says,
nope.
I'd actually like to go back to the old times of Tudor England. I'd put the heads on pikes, right? I'd put them at the two corners of the White House as a warning to federal bureaucrats. You either get with the program or you're gone.
If you count the legal votes.
Wing the ultimate. Nice save, thank you. Quickest right arrow key in the west, folks. Wing the ultimate nug with 20 bits. Random question, but I need advice on how to de-stress so it all doesn't build up and explode. Any advice? If you need to, unplug from, like, everything related to politics. That helps me, but politics is a huge, like, stressor for me, so I don't know how much that'll help you. But, like, take at least a couple days, a week maybe, and just say, I'm not looking at politics these 2 days, and just focus on something else you enjoy, whether it's some hobby or a project or whatever it happens to be. Windchanter with 20 bits. What did I miss? Just a lot of MAGA cringe.
I easily win. If you count the illegal votes, they can try to steal the election from us. If you count the votes that came in late, we're looking at them very strongly, but a lot of votes came in late. I've already decisively won many critical states, including massive victories in Florida, Iowa, Indiana, Ohio. To name just a few, we won these and many other victories despite historic election interference from big media, big money, and big tech. As everybody saw, we won by historic numbers. And the pollsters got it knowingly wrong. They got it knowingly wrong. We had polls that were so ridiculous, and everybody knew it at the time. There was no blue wave that they predicted.
Windchanter with 20 bits. Feeling much better today, by the way. Thank you for your help yesterday, everyone. Yeah, no problem. I'd hope that the chat that we foster is, you know, supportive of each other.
They thought there was going to be a big blue wave. That was false. It was done for suppression reasons, but instead there was a big red wave.
Funny. What else we got? Let's see what this is.
Trump 2020 Director of Press Communications, Aaron Perrine. Aaron, good to see you. Appreciate it.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits just got here. Glad to see a strong start with Trump being a whiny man-child. The title of this video is Fox Host Deliciously Tears Apart Trump Flunky. So apparently even people on Fox News are telling people who are talking about fraud to fuck off.
All right, so we heard from David, no plans to concede. What's the path then to 270?
Well, considering no state has actually certified the election results, there are ballots still being counted across the country. This is going to take some time to make sure we count every legal vote.
Windchanter with 20 bits. Who would win in a fight, Han Solo or Jean-Luc Picard? I mean, what's the situation? Are they stranded on a planet somewhere and they have to fight to the death for some reason? Like Q showed up and is like, oh, Jean-Luc, fight this guy for my entertainment. I'm not a writer. Or like, is it the Millennium Falcon and the Enterprise in a space battle? Because that changes things entirely.
And do not count any illegal votes in the United States.
Can we do Nerd Rage Chuds, or is this only a MAGA stream? No, we can do whatever. Once we're done with the MAGA stuff, we'll move on to more general cringe. Windchanter both. If they're trapped on a planet... Oh, boy. I'm going to say if they're trapped on a planet... I think Han Solo would skate by pretty quick, or pretty well on his just luck. But I think at some point, Jean-Luc Picard would set up some sort of situation where he'd, like, trick Han Solo. At least enough so we could have time to talk to him. And he would give a Picard speech so good that Han Solo and him would team up to fight whoever put them together in the first place. If we're talking space battle, that's tough. The Enterprise is bigger than the Millennium Falcon. But Star Wars tech is more futuristic than Star Trek tech, so I'm gonna give it to the Enterprise though, just because of sheer overwhelming force. Andrew Dickerson, check this out. It's literally a minute long. Okay. Thank you for indulging your question, of course. Funny.
I understand. I understand that, but we've heard that
Okay.
talking point for a long time. But just go through the vote totals. In Georgia, President Trump is behind. There's currently a recount there. People have said they don't think it's going to change, even the Republican officials there. Pennsylvania, the president's behind by tens of thousands of votes. Even if you win all the lawsuits, it doesn't count those. It wouldn't make up for the difference. Nevada, the president's behind. Arizona, the president is far behind, even though your campaign said by last
Has
Friday,
anyone checked John Doyle to see if he's okay? I don't think John Doyle's okay. John Doyle hasn't put out a video in a week. I don't think John Doyle's doing okay.
Ahead. Wisconsin, the president is behind as well. What states is the president going to pull ahead in?
Well, Leland, thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak. It seems like you are certainly not keen to let that happen.
They're so mad. Guys, how much of this is genuine loyalty to Donald Trump and how much of it is fear of reprisal if you don't do a good enough job being a talking head on one of these shows? I really don't know. Like, does this lady know what she's saying is complete bullshit, but she just doesn't want to get, you know, in trouble or fired or whatever? Or is she a true believer and she genuinely thinks there's mass voter fraud, for which, of course, there is no evidence?
Today, but let's talk about Pennsylvania for a fact here.
Okay.
There are almost 700,000 votes in Pennsylvania that were counted.
The Doyle shirt thing that Jake said was a joke. That was not a real thing.
In opposition to the Constitution, an actual egregious error there where they violated the Equal Protection Act. Nope, you're going to let me finish.
Yeah, the Millennium Falcon could definitely outrun the Enterprise, because I think subspace is quicker than warp, but
Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution. Almost 700,000 votes
hold on.
in Pennsylvania and in Michigan. Let's have a conversation about that state as well, where you have video from Fox News of individuals boarding up the windows, again, in violation of the Equal Protection Clause of the 14th Amendment of the Constitution.
Hold on, let me ask.
The 14th Amendment doesn't say you can't board up windows when you're being harassed by Trump supporters. Basically, they're mad that there was a bunch of Trump supporters that were outside harassing the people counting the votes and, like, screaming at them and pounding on stuff. So they boarded it up because Trump supporters were being asses, as always. And they're like, why did you do that? Voter fraud. No, you guys were just behaving like children, so...
No, you keep saying hold on, but you keep not letting me
talked
finish.
more than I have, Aaron.
Subspace is
Aaron,
normal
no,
space. You're
answer
thinking
the
of
question,
hyperspace.
and then
My
you get
bad.
to talk. The question is
I
this.
did answer,
what
but
do you want to
interrupted me the first.
This guy's hair looks like a weird Halloween wig. You know what I mean? It looks so stiff. How much product does he use?
Aaron, what do you want to have happen with those 700,000 votes? The ballots are already mixed in. Do you just want 700,000 votes deducted from
We want to make
Biden's
sure
total?
that conversation happens. You're trying to say this is done and over. The
I'm
media's
not.
trying to say
I'm
this
not
is done
saying
and
it's done and over. I'm
But we're
asking you
seeing
where
here,
you're going to find
there
the
are
votes to
legal
pull ahead. Where are the votes
legal
to pull
path
ahead?
Forward. This is now my third time to try to get this answer out. The legal path ahead exists here because there are clear constitutional violations that keep snarking, making your
what
faces
happens?
and rolling
Aaron,
your eyes, Leland.
take me through.
I get it. I get it.
Tiger White 94, 20 bets. I showed up late. Would someone catch me up to speed? This lady is a Trump. Why do I always forget the name for this? Basically, they go on and speak for the campaign. And she's saying, oh, Trump can still win. And this Fox News host is like, how? And she's like, well, we can. And he's like, yeah, but how? And she's like, well, let me explain. And he's like, well, then explain it. And she's just refusing.
You guys spent years trying to run up a Russia hoax against the president.
It's very simple.
And trying to say this is over.
How does the president?
And the hypocrisy continues because you know what?
How
Hillary
does the
Clinton
president
said,
pull
don't
ahead?
concede to Joe Biden.
What do you want
but
to
now
have happen to
everybody
the
wants
700?
to.
Session Maru with 50 bits. Hannah, what do you want to bet that a rabid MAGA mob will try to storm Capitol Hill to keep Trump from being removed from office? Maybe. I mean, I don't think that would go very well for them. And yes, the word is surrogate. Thank you. Why was I forgetting surrogate? I always do that.
1,000 votes. That this is over for us. It's ridiculous.
What do you want to
What
have?
happens to the 7? That
What do you
is up
want
for
to
the
have
court
happen to the votes?
decide, Leland.
Okay.
That is up for the court to decide. But we should be able to have the conversation about those votes when you're trying to say this is done and over.
No, nobody's trying to.
Doom Smoothie with 20 bits always surprises me to hear what far rights are afraid of, because it's usually along the lines of, quote, bisexual communists are destroying the economy because they hate Jesus. Yeah. They live in a place called complete delusion.
Say that. I'm just simply asking you.
You guys keep calling him president-elect. It sounds like you guys are certainly saying it's over.
I don't know who you guys are. Okay, you and I are having I'm trying to have a conversation with you and
I'm
ask
Aaron
you.
Perini.
I'm trying to
work
ask
for the President
you,
of the United States.
I'm trying to ask you very simply. Where are you going to find the votes? You say we want to count every vote, conceivably because you think that means you're going to pull ahead. Where are the votes in a path to 270? Where?
We are taking every legal avenue that exists in these states.
Just not answering the question.
To make sure that legal votes are counted and illegal votes are counted. Here's a question for you, Leland. For every Democrat and every talking head on the news, how much fraud is okay? How many dead people can vote and you're okay with that?
Tucker White 94 20 bits. Simp war. We're watching a simp war. Yeah.
How many ballots are run through a machine
okay
multiple times and you're okay with that? No, it's a serious question. We want to protect election integrity in the United States. And we said for months.
Concern trolling on Fox News.
That we wanted to make sure every legal vote
when you
was
start
counted
saying
and
you
every
guys,
illegal vote was not counted.
Who are you lumping
You
everybody
guys,
together
you,
with, Aaron?
Leland.
You
Let's
guys? Really?
The media?
The media in general. So now it's just you just attack everybody if they don't agree with you. Okay.
No, that's not much else to
say. Aaron, we understand where you want to go with this. Thank you. We appreciate your time, Jillian.
Always.
Always. Mm-hmm. Women for Trump at the Million MAGA March.
What brings you ladies
Million MAGA March
out here today?
Came all the way from Chicago to
Freedom! Wow, drove here all the way from Chicago.
All by myself.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I know that trek. That's a solid 13, 14 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what do you guys love most about America?
the Constitution, a republic.
Yeah.
There's nothing funny about
And do you think Donald Trump is for women?
And Podium Squid with 50 bits. Okay, it was Fox News, but that guy was giving me life, yeah. Absolutely. Some of their daytime anchors, I'm not going to call them good, because they're not, but at least, it's nice to see at least some of their not their evening, like, news commentary, not Tucker Carlson, but, like, some of their daytime actual news desk anchors, at least they have their limits. They're not willing to go out on a limb and go along with this bullshit fraud shit. It's ridiculous. Tucker White 94, 20 bits. Wait a minute. What was that post about a Scooby-Doo whistleblower? I don't know. We can look at it in a little bit.
Yeah, look at how many women are out here. It's like half and half. Seriously.
And what do you guys think he has done for women?
I mean, look at how many women he's put on his cabinet.
Yeah. How many women have broke the ceiling in his administration?
Yes.
And you don't hear about that.
And what do you mean by breaking the ceiling?
There are positions within. I mean, look at God, what's her name? His campaign manager, the blonde.
Kayleigh McKenna?
We haven't even started drinking yet.
She was his campaign manager.
Oh,
she
the
was
one with the horrible daughter?
Yeah, she was the first woman in history to run a successful presidential campaign.
The one with the horrible daughter.
Yeah, and what do you guys think about AOC?
Are they talking about the old press secretary?
Over in New York.
She sucks. I would headbutt the teeth out of that bitch's face all day, every day.
And why is that?
I think she's an idiot.
She is
I think she's a first-class idiot.
She's a puppet.
I don't like her fucking teeth. I don't like anything about it. There's nothing I like about it.
Yeah, Kellyanne Conway. Her daughter is based.
Her Green New Deal is just
Are you guys
commie
concerned about
manifesto.
climate change at all? Do you think it's real?
No. Maybe it is an issue, but just because you have an opinion about something doesn't mean that everyone else shares that opinion.
Oh my god, bitch! It's not an opinion. It's not a fucking opinion. There's a fire quickly spreading across your house. We gotta get up! We gotta get out of the house! There's a fire! Well, man, just because, like, you have an opinion about there being a fire spreading through the house doesn't mean that I give a shit. Comrade Devin with 20 bits. Nerd Chud mad about NB option for COD for later. I may have tweeted this to you, but I can't remember. Okay. And then Enreath with 20 bits. Can't trust a bitch with good teeth. Apparently not. That's why I choose to have completely fuckered teeth. Makes me trustworthy. Tucker White 94. Is he even holding a mic? Yes, that's my biggest question right now. It looks like he's holding a lav mic. Like it's one that's supposed to clip on your shirt, but he's like holding it towards them. At least that's what it looks like to me. Thank you, Stratogen1337. Thank you for following. Call of Duty, virtue signal fail. Okay. Might save that for a Chud watch. I'm not sure though.
Doesn't mean that everyone else, that's their priority. Whatever the temperature is, they said that the fucking polar ice caps were gonna melt New York into the ocean 12 years ago.
Are you confusing the plot of The Day After Tomorrow with climate change? Are you confusing the film The Day After Tomorrow with real-world predictions about climate change? Le Poupon with 20 bits. Hey, just because it's reality doesn't mean everyone shares that reality. It does, though! It does. It does. Your delusions don't make you any less a party to reality. Just because you've checked out mentally doesn't mean your body doesn't reside in the same reality as everyone else. Believe me, I wish that wasn't the case. I would have checked out long ago.
And here we are. They make no sense. They're hypocritical. They're garbage.
Are we strong believers in science?
I'm a nurse.
Oh.
I have to believe in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
So my last question will be this. What is your one piece of advice to the young women of this nation?
Get grabbed by the pussy. And
the number of women who have decided to, like, go to bat for Donald Trump's comments about sexually assaulting women is never going to not baffle me. I genuinely don't understand how you can hear that and think, yeah, this is a good dude. I'll never understand. I will never, ever... I could live to be 300 years old, and I'll never understand that. Logarth, oh look, there goes the last of my faith in humanity. Aw, you still had some? That's cute. Gotten Katie 903 with 20 bits. If my opinions could influence reality, Trump supporters wouldn't be a thing. And then Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Well, you heard the lady, Hannah. Time to bring Braha in here and let her grab that pussy. Sure.
for real.
Might be TOS though, so probably not.
And this is why.
Stick up for yourself.
I feel like that's part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like all these women are
Me Tooing themselves into an abyss of, you know, where's the...
Stick up for yourselves, but then you're going to complain about Me Too, which is literally about women sticking up for themselves and speaking out about their assaults. Or harassment. These guys just don't know what the fuck is going on. They have completely lost the plot.
Victimization. They want to be victims. You know,
Yeah.
they walk around like they're constant
You're not
victims.
victims.
You're not a victim. You're a woman.
And you know
You're
what?
strong.
We're
Stand
never
up and
gonna
be
be
heard.
equal. Women and men are
Don't
two
be
completely
victimized.
different people.
Yeah.
And what is that difference, do you think? What do you think is the difference between a man and a woman?
I mean,
a penis and a vagina.
Yeah, penis and vagina.
That's
yeah, that's true too.
DNA.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
science.
Trump won? Hold on, let me check for you. Actually, no, it appears Joe Biden has won. Thanks for trying, though. I appreciate it. Magnus G-Man, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Scooby-Doo whistleblower investigates the case of the missing food.
Breaking news now. We have obtained a new whistleblower complaint from a woman in Wayne County, Michigan. It lays out in detail what appears to be outright illegality that took place inside the TCF Center in downtown Detroit. The sworn affidavit signed by IT worker Melissa Carone exposes
Jezebel with
how
100
ballots
bits, and
were
she's a
scanned
nurse,
and counted.
apparently.
In some cases,
there are a lot of woo-woo crazy nurses. I don't know why.
Multiple times. How Republicans were pushed aside, cut out of the oversight process to which they are entitled. And
this is untrue, by the way. There were Republicans, and everywhere where Republicans were, like, entitled to be watching ballots counted, they were. The Trump administration's been pushing forward an idea that they haven't, but then when they have to, you know, attest to that in court, they don't, because that would be perjury.
And even details of how ballots were illegally altered by other election workers.
Antipodians, go to 50 bits. Someone find that woman and send this video to her employer and have her nursing license revoked. Anti-trans people who don't take sexual assault seriously should not be nurses. I agree.
Part of her affidavit reads, quote, I witnessed countless workers rescanning the batches without discarding them first, which resulted in ballots being counted 4 to 5 times.
No, they probably had to rescan certain ballots because they didn't read the first time. Do you not understand how that works? The machine knows which ballot's being scanned, even if it doesn't have a name attached to it, right? It still scans it and knows, like, okay, this ballot has been scanned and I have the information. Like, you can't just try and count them 4 or 5 times if it has already scanned correctly.
Joining us tonight with much more is the author of that sworn affidavit, Melissa Carone. She was contracted by Dominion Voting Services to offer technical support while votes were being counted in Detroit. David Kallman, who is Melissa's attorney, joins us here this evening. We welcome you both. And Melissa, I want to just say, first of all, my compliments to you for having the courage to step forward and to say exactly what you saw and to defend the integrity of our electoral process. And I want you to know I'm deeply grateful, and I'm sure all Americans are deeply grateful to you. Let me start with the most egregious part of what I read in your affidavit. Multiple counts of the same ballots. How did that happen?
So the workers are handed ballots in stacks of 50s. They are referred to as batches, and they run them through the tabulators. When the ballot has any kind of a mark on it, it'll stop. The tabulator will stop completely, and the computer will put up an error, and it'll say, you know, ballot number 25 has an error. And so the process would be to take ballot number 25, as well as all of the other ballots that had already went through the tabulator, off, put them back in a pile, put ballot number 25 on top of the stack, discard the whole batch, and rescan it.
Okay, that all sounds fine. So you're doing them 50 at a time. They put them in the machine. If the machine misreads one of them, then they take them all out, discard that counting, and then set it aside to do later because there's some issue that needs to be either rectified or looked at or whatever. So far, so good.
And instead they went through that process several times. Describe the night shift.
Sure, but if they went through that process several times, they'd just be rescanning ballots. But if every time at the end of it, it's not scanning and they're discarding those results, the ballots aren't being counted multiple times. They're only being counted when it finally all goes through. Even within the thing that she's saying, this is not fraud. She's literally just describing how they count votes.
Chaos that you described. Food vans apparently showing up, but not with food, but with ballots, apparently. Give us a sense of what happened there.
So I worked a 24-hour shift. I started at 6 a.m. and I got off at 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. The next day. So I started
Strange
at
3
6
days.
a.m.
Thanks for
November
following.
3rd, got off at 6 a.m. November 4th. So I was there during their day shift and their night shift. The city provides the workers with food for their shift. Well, they only had enough food for 1/3 of their workers.
Oh boy.
Okay.
So that is the reason why they were claiming that these vans were brought in.
Okay, so you're literally describing a situation where they're like, oh no, we didn't bring enough food for all the workers. We better go get a catering company to bring us food. And then they did that, and you went, haha, fraud. No, they brought in food for you guys. You dick. Why are you construing this to be fraud?
But these vans did not have food taken out of them.
And the vans that showed up, they were supposed to be filled with food. What did they have in them? Do you know?
I never saw anything being brought out of the vans. I know that whatever was being brought out of the vans was being brought out of the back of the vans. But
yeah, that's how catering places work. They have vans that they store the food in the back, and then they bring the food. Or if it's something where it's like partially prepared, they'll bring the food and then any equipment to like heat it up or whatever. You're just describing a catering van. Chesabel with 100 bits agreed her hair is on drugs, and then Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. You'd think eventually people's arms would start to hurt from all the reaching. No kidding. Cotton Candy 903, this lady sounds like a complete idiot. A lot of the people who've been brought on Fox News over this have. Because they are.
I was not allowed over in that area at all. But the vans were definitely not big enough to be carrying enough food for 2/3 of those workers.
They weren't big enough to carry enough food for all the workers, but they were big enough to contain 150,000 votes. Cool.
Well, it's all very suspicious. It is very clear that you have witnessed highly irregular activities in that counting session. And David, I want to turn to you. How well protected is Melissa as a contractor for Dominion voting, the voting systems, and your role here?
Well, I'm the lead attorney with Great Lakes Justice Center. We filed the complaint on behalf of 2 voters and residents of Wayne County. Melissa is one of our witnesses who provided an affidavit, as well as many other people. We have affidavits from another whistleblower, Jesse Jacob, who is an employee of the city of Detroit, worked in the election department. She delineates all kinds of
complete rational disconnect. Yeah, these people are nuts.
Fraud and problems she saw. And then also an attorney, Zachary Larson, who's a former Michigan Assistant Attorney General, worked under both Republican and Democrat
says maybe doing a 24-hour
and
shift makes you tired and confused. Maybe don't do 24-hour shifts.
Concerning to him. We got an affidavit just this afternoon from Ruth Johnson, who is our former Secretary of State, who just left that position 2 years ago. And she reviewed our complaint and all the affidavits, and she recommended to the court, we had a hearing today at 3 o'clock, and she recommended to the court that the court intervene and take action to order an audit. Michigan now has a new constitutional provision that allows voters to request a results-oriented audit to ensure the accuracy and integrity of elections. So we're asking the court, and we did it today. We had about a 2-hour hearing.
Oh, that's true.
The judge is going to rule at noon on Friday as to whether or not an injunction will issue to stop the certification of the votes, and then whether or not there will be an audit ordered, as well as a protective order to protect evidence, so it's not destroyed.
County
so that's what we asked for today. And Melissa's been very brave to come out with her affidavit, as well as the others. You can go to our website, greatlakesjc.org, and you can see the complaint and all the affidavits and read it all for yourself.
Right. Great. Super. David, thank you very much. Melissa, as we go, I want to give you the last word. You work for Dominion. Did you complain to Dominion about what you were seeing, and what was their response? We have just about a minute.
I absolutely did. I confronted my boss, and he told me that he doesn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it. He said, it is not our job to be running their election. We are here to assist with IT.
To Mac Van Raven, Melissa is very brave to go on TV and lie, indeed.
Melissa Carone, again, our thanks for stepping forward. David Coleman, thank you.
That was pathetic. I saw them rescanning ballots that were denied by the thing, just like they're supposed to do. Oh, wow, what else? They had food trucks that I didn't see what was in them, but I don't believe it was food, even though people got food after the truck showed up. Oh. Anything else? Nope, that's it! Well, this was worth 5 minutes of show, huh?
There's nothing funny about
Good job, everybody. Logarth the 20 bits signed affidavit, more like paid affidavit. Doing a perjury for cash is a bold move. Let's see if it works out for her. No kidding. These videos of them working to get the vote certified are amazing. Let me look. Oh yeah, I did see
Dade and the
part
Attorney
of this.
General have already tweeted out that your legal arguments are rubbish and you're going to lose when it comes to court. So we're not worried about that.
Basically, there was last night there was an issue where like 2 of the 4 members of the commission that are meant to approve the vote or certify the vote were voting against it. It was a partisan vote. Republicans were like, no, we're not going to certify. And then they had these conversations, and it got certified after the fact. Tinker Tailor 84, thank you for subscribing with Prime with a 4-month streak. Oops.
At all. I'm also not worried about any of your, things are bad so we can't certify arguments, because that's just ridiculous. You certified in August when they were worse. Less than 50% of the ballots were recountable. Now over 72% are. 58% of them were even balanced when it was less than 30% last time. So it's doubled. It's gotten way better because the Secretary of State actually jumped in and did her job, unlike you. But I know it's not going to change your opinion. You talked about not certifying Detroit, even though you acknowledged that Livonia, a city, by the way, I know you know is 95% white, had bigger variances than Detroit, which is 80% black. We understand, and you've now added your name. So I'm not going to try to change your mind. I just want to let you know that the Trump stink, the stain of racism that you, William Hartman, and Monica Palmer have just covered yourself in is going to follow you throughout history. Your grandchildren are going to think of you like Bull Connor or George Wallace. Monica Palmer and William Hartman will forever be known in southeastern Michigan as 2 racists who did something so unprecedented that they disenfranchised hundreds of thousands of black voters in the city of Detroit because they were ordered to. Probably, I know, Monica, you think Q told you to do it or some other crazy stuff like that. But just know when you try to sleep tonight, that millions of people around the world now on Twitter know the name Monica Palmer and William Hartman as 2 people completely racist and without an understanding of what integrity means or a shred of human decency. The law isn't on your side, history won't be on your side, your conscience will not be on your side, and Lord knows, when you go to meet your maker, your soul is going to be very, very warm.
Holy shit, that's savage as fuck. Jesus. Speaker from Trump rally in Washington gets interviewed by the BBC. Yikes, this is going to be horrible.
Alex Brusewitz is chief executive of the political consulting firm X Strategies. He was the speaker at today's pro-Trump protest.
I can't full screen this, sorry.
Alex, hi, good to see you. I'm sure you accepted Donald Trump's election victory as soon as organizations called it in 2016. I wonder why you won't do the same for Joe Biden in 2020.
Well, look, thank you for having me on. And I just want to make one thing very clear, is that your country's opinion stopped mattering in our country in 1776. So when you're putting these fake news on your network saying that they're unsubstantiated claims, that's completely out of line.
Okay,
You should be ashamed of yourself.
all right,
as a
let's
network.
slow down. When we say unsubstantiated claims, the reason we're saying that is on the 12th of November, two organizations said the November the 3rd election was the most secure in American history. Another one, the Department of Homeland Security. There's no evidence that any voting system deleted or lost votes, changed votes, or was in any way compromised. That's the U.S. government itself saying that. That's the election system saying that.
That isn't the heads of these agencies saying that. There is some low-level staffer that is saying that.
No.
Look,
I'm so
James,
sorry.
the
It's the
evidence is
cyber
everywhere.
I'm talking now. It's the cyberstructure and infrastructure agency, an agency of the Department of Homeland Security, and that was a statement issued on the 12th of November.
I love how the whenever this happened with Ben Shapiro too, when he went on some show in the UK. I don't know what it is compared to U.S. journalists, but UK journalists or UK people, you know, who are TV personalities for the news, are way better at stopping the sensationalist nonsense that a lot of these people on American TV try and pull. Like, they think the showboating in and of itself will win. But then you have someone like this on this BBC News thing going like, hold on, calm down for a second. No, let's talk about this. And it's like the people don't know what to do. They're so used to just going on TV and being allowed to peddle their bullshit that when they're actually called out on it and fact-checked in real time, they don't know how to handle it. Logarth with 20 bits. Ah, yes, the time-honored tradition of letting the host know you're a huge douchebag and an idiot in the first 5 seconds of an interview. It's a good strategy, generally.
Well, look, you can't deny the fact that what's happening with Dominion software should worry every person across the world. You know, if it happens in America, the most successful country in the history of the world, it can happen in any country. Dominion software is incredibly corrupt.
Okay, Alex, you've said it's corrupt. Just to add a fact check to that by one media organization, there have been no credible reports that any issues with Dominion's technology have affected vote counts. So do carry on.
Crow 93, thanks for following.
That's actually wrong. If you look on.
And Arenas 3, thank you for 50 bits. They're great at handling the U.S. far right, but the BBC is pretty transphobic, sadly. Yeah, I'm aware.
Online, there's many cases where they show what it's done. There's been counties in Michigan where they have 6,000 votes that were for Biden, then they flipped to Trump after, you know, the system got fixed. And
that was due to a typo, not the software. That was due to a clerical error on the part of an individual, not the software itself. Obo-Wan with 100 bits. BBC hosts have to do this because it is illegal not to fact-check false information in the UK. Good.
Call them glitches. It's not glitches. It's not a glitch when it only happens in one direction.
Okay,
There's never a glitch in favor of the president.
Right, we've been through the
a lot more is going to come out about this.
Okay.
Look, you in the media.
There were glitches that were like, oh, look, Trump's got all these votes, and then accidentally it went to Biden because it was a glitch that sent it to Trump. So they're lying about that, too.
And here in the U.S., for 4 years, you guys called down J. Trump an illegitimate president.
Okay,
not 4 days, not 4 weeks, for 4 years.
Okay,
and it's been 12 days. Let us do our process. And again, your country's opinion stopped mattering in our country in 1776.
You did say that before. We did hear you. And now we'd like to get on with the interview. Is that okay?
Let's go ahead. Yeah, if you're a real
Logarth, 20 bets. The reason we even know about it is because they fixed it almost immediately and had to report it. I know. That's what frustrates me about all these claims. Their evidence of fraud are clerical errors that happen every election. If you're paying attention, they happen every election, and they were caught immediately, corrected, and then reported on. Their evidence that there hasn't been due diligence is that look at these people doing their due diligence. It doesn't make any sense.
Is a good or a useful tactic or even a principle, but isn't there a danger for you that Mr. Biden...
The election's not over.
Can I just finish my question, please?
If you can ask it.
All right.
Ooh, good comeback.
We'll carry on with this one final question.
If you can ask it. I skipped it behind.
Mr. Biden.
The election's not over.
Can I just finish my question, please?
If you can ask it.
If you can ask it.
All right. We'll carry on with this one final question. Mr. Biden's shown it's entirely possible for him to work around the absence of a concession. He's already speaking to foreign leaders. He's making plans. Isn't there a danger that refusal to engage with the election result is simply a path to a dead end?
It's a danger on his behalf. Look, for 4 years, you said Logan Act. You guys got General Flynn for talking to a foreign leader. Look, President Trump is still the president of the United States. Joe Biden has not been certified. The election results are not final. The news media does not declare or decide the winner of these elections.
My first question was that you must have accepted Donald Trump's election in 2016 based on
when they were
projections?
officially certified? Absolutely.
No, well, that was a month. But so you're telling me for that first month you said nothing?
Well, look, the election results are not
sorry,
certified.
that was a specific question.
This is something, too, that I've noticed BBC is better at than United States journalists. When someone tries to sidestep a question, they'll be like, no, actually, they'll repeat the question. That's what you should do as a fucking journalist. If someone tries to sidestep your question, you ignore everything they say, and you say, actually, I asked this. God. It's frustrating that these people are better at this than journalists in the U.S.
Election results are not certified
okay,
yet.
No, my specific question is you didn't talk about
Donald J. Trump. Is my
okay.
president.
Okay, well, he's everybody's president until the 20th of January, as you know. But then, as you know, according to the 20th Amendment, at noon, the terms of his successor begin.
Logarth with 20 bits. Well, look, the words of someone with incredible integrity.
Well, you know, I do believe that the president will still be reelected. There's a lot of voter fraud, and you say it's unsubstantiated.
All right, we're not going to go through that again.
All
Alex
the evidence is
Bruce,
going
it's
to
been a
come out.
pleasure.
And you
Thank
guys say
very much.
widespread. Widespread. It doesn't have to be widespread. It doesn't have to be millions of votes. There's something called strategic.
All right.
And so it's strategic fraud what's happening, and it's going to come out, and President Donald J.
Right.
Trump will be reelected for 4 more years.
Right. Well, we've been through this, Alex Bruce. Thank you so much for joining us.
Fucking pathetic. I don't know what this is. This might not be political. Oh no, this is just a teacher being cringy. Oh my god, it goes on for 7 minutes. Just give me a syllabus. Just give me a syllabus. Don't sing it. Oh, it's bad. It's a bad Shania Twain cover, and it's a teacher singing. Singubus. She's singing the class syllabus. Jesus Christ. That's embarrassing. Trump supporters in Washington, D.C. engaging in rational public political discourse.
What's up, bitch? How you
Please
doing?
don't step on my foot.
Hi, bitch. How you doing, bitch? What's up? How you doing, bitch? All the way from Portland? It's your little maggot ass?
Do not touch me.
Maggot ass? I'm not touching you.
Yes, you actually are. You definitely are, and I need you to stop,
Don't
okay?
video me.
None of your friends would come. I'm allowed to video.
Okay,
You're
well,
not
I'm allowed to
touch me.
fucking be standing right fucking here.
You absolutely are, but if you touch me,
what's up,
that's
you
not
stupid
okay.
bitch? What's up? I can't wait to see you in the fucking lobby again. What's up?
I had inadvertently booked the same hotel as most of Portland's far-right travelers, and had tweeted about that coincidence earlier in the day. These individuals took this for a dox, a reveal of personal information not already available, for reasons that remain obscure since I mentioned neither full names nor the name of the hotel in question.
I can't wait to see you in the fucking lobby again. What's up?
Is that a threat?
Are we coming?
What's going to happen to me in the lobby? Can you
Nothing.
elaborate?
What's up? You keep recording. You ain't gonna do nothing. Keep recording. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't gonna do nothing. Keep recording. What are you gonna do? Keep recording, bitch. What are you gonna do?
Please don't touch me.
Oh, please don't touch me.
Yeah, you actually are.
Please don't touch me. But you guys
If you touch me, I might feel threatened. And I don't want that.
Call the cops. Oh, all cops are bastards. That's right. ACAB, right? ACAB. ACAB.
Oh, so you admit that I am intimidated?
ACAB. Isn't that what you always
So
chant?
when I say that I was
Keep
intimidated
chanting.
later, will you say that I wasn't? Or will you admit that I was actually pretty intimidated right now?
Yeah. What are you gonna keep doing? What's up? Hi. Fuck Antifa.
They actually can't see you because of the light, so you're wasting your time.
Antifa. Fuck Antifa.
Is this fun for you?
Yeah. Is it fun for you when you
Stop
can't?
touching. No, because you're intimidating women alone and you don't want to feel bad about that. Yes.
That's embarrassing. What are these people gonna do? What are these people gonna do? I genuinely... I don't know.
Nothing funny about the
I don't
tools
know.
of capitalism.
Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits. I'm not doing anything, he says as he harasses someone. It's the adult version of, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you.
Please. God, you are pro-life. And one man is, and one man is not. would you be pro-life for us? Jesus, Lord, one man is for Israel, one is not. You are for Israel.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
this image of the thinker with the why, and them praying because Donald Trump lost an election. It's borderline postmodern art. I don't know what the fuck it is about it, but it makes me feel feelings. Ella Western, thank you for subscribing at tier 1. Stephen J. Neptune Man, thank you for the 20 bits. Do we have to unify the country with these guys? Because I really don't want to. I agree. I don't want to either. F unity. These people need to be excised like the tumor they are. And I don't mean in any sort of violent way. I don't advocate for violence in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying they need to be socially shunned. You need to not talk to these people. You need to block them on every form of social media. You need to ignore them until they go away. Creationists claim that humans have nasal bones because God knew that one day humans would have to wear glasses because of sin. What? Okay, maybe we'll do some more of this cringe later, but let me see if there's any more MAGA cringe before we move on to the general cringe.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Tumak Van Raven with 250 bits. I'm not from the U.S., but I'm really afraid of the rise of right-wing terrorism in the U.S. after January. What scares me the most is that the media will never call it by its name. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm with you in terms of concern, because I do think it's definitely going to be a thing. We'll see what the response is. The response is more important to me than the action, because that ball's... It's already rolling. That ball's... all the pieces are already set up for that shit with all the QAnon crazies. So we'll just have to see, I guess.
Welcome to the MAGA Cringe compilation. Enjoy yourself as we watch triggered conservative snowflakes react to President Biden's meaty-thick victory.
Take off your mask! We have been cheated over and over and over. Go ahead.
My brothers and sisters, in these uncertain times, we must remember family comes from the blood that courses through our veins. For centuries, parasites have poisoned our minds with the lies.
Do they think they live in a movie?
That our enemies!
Because if they were in a movie, they'd be the bad guys. Have they seen literally any movies?
That our enemies are our brothers!
Oh, is this the Catboy? Is this Nick Fuentes' Catboy boyfriend? I didn't know about that. I mean, I knew about the Catboy thing. I didn't know it was him, though.
With different labels, but our enemies manufactured both. These
oh yeah, this is absolutely Nazi shit.
rats in human disguise and their puppets revel in watching us kill ourselves. We will not fall for their evil tricks again. We will not fall for the lies of the Jews this time.
Wow, okay, straight up Nazi shit. Just literally just Nazis. We're not Nazis. Cut to video of this guy screaming that we will not fall for the lies of the Jew, and everyone cheers. Jesus Christ. Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits, they literally sound like a cult and are just eating this shit up. Yeah.
We know our war is with them! USA! 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 USA!
Hey, I'm not telling you to buy a gun, but maybe get some mace or something, okay? Just saying, guys.
The media doesn't decide the election. Newsflash, liberals, MSNBC doesn't get to decide who's president. CNN doesn't decide who's president.
Meaty 52 with 50 bits. This guy's literally the racist rise of men, the West meme from Return of the King. I'm not familiar.
The proper election process decides who's president. And baby girl, all the legal votes are going to be counted. We have recount.
What's with this? What's with this dude? This dude is pretty flamboyant. I'm guessing that this man may or may not be a straight individual. I find it... I was talking with someone who purports to be a trans woman Trump supporter today, and I don't understand it at all. Guys being like... How do I put this? Let's say it's the 1930s and you live in Germany and you're Jewish. Supporting Hitler isn't gonna save you. Guys, no matter how much you try and tokenize yourself for them, it's not gonna do anything. Even if you're only interested in self-preservation, that is a losing fucking strategy. You will never, ever, ever prostrate yourself enough to fascists to make them not want you dead. You just can't do it. You can't do it if you're in one of these groups that they deem, you know, degenerate or whatever. You can't. So solidarity with people who share the same plight as you is all you have, okay? Like, you can't. Don't do this shit. It's not a good look, and it only serves to hurt yourself and everyone like you. It's not good.
Counts going on in certain
Blair White, yeah. Good example.
States right now, like in Georgia. We're taking certain states to court. You thought this was over? You think Joe Biden is the president now? First of all,
he's the president January 20th, whenever they swear him in.
Even if he was properly elected, he wouldn't be the president until January. He's not the president.
Yeah, he's the president-elect right now.
Still Donald J. Trump. And furthermore, this ain't over with yet. You think you can be fraudulent, cheat...
Lord Cuckbucket. Gross. Thank you for following.
...your way into the White House? All of this is gonna come to light. Everything done in the dark will come to light. Those ballots you would drop off at 3 in the morning from the ballot ferry in certain states where Donald Trump was leading, oh, it's gonna come to light. All the ballots that have been dumped in dumpsters from the military, oh, it's gonna come to light. Every shady thing you've been doing, it's all gonna come to light. Trumpians, don't give up. Why do you think liberals are running around acting deranged right now? Because they're...
We're not being deranged, you're being deranged! I mean, if you're gonna, again, with the projection, dude, you're literally on camera screeching about election fraud with, again, zero evidence. So, seems like a losing strategy. Logarth with 20 bits. I have a feeling that this guy knows all about the stuff done in the dark and the ballot fairy. Jesus Christ.
Trying to convince themselves that they've won.
Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Must resist low-hanging gay joke fruit. Must resist yeah, no. Absolutely not. I wouldn't make fun of... I don't give a shit, you know? I'm bisexual. I don't care what this guy's sexuality is. It just annoys me when people in minority groups, when we're talking about, you know, sexual, you know, preferences is the wrong word. Sexual orientations, rather. Or like, gender identity. And you try and, like, I'll be right-wing, I'll be authoritarian. They won't hurt me if I'm one of the authoritarians. They will. They will. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter a lick. Bellstar with 20 bits. Okay, so can we legit have a ballot fairy who just re-enfranchises voters? That'd be great.
They want to convince their base that they're the rightful winners. Don't you worry, we will have our day in court. It ain't over yet, and we'll see them at the White House. Trump 2020, MAGA, Trump, train.
Nope.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something to some of you patriots on here that are already conceding this corrupt election.
Oh, I like this song. It's Hulk Hogan's song when I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I actually like that song. It's so cheesy. Logarth with 25 bits. They've had 25 days in court, and the only one they won was on a technicality that didn't win them any votes. Yeah. So far, there have been over 20 court cases brought before, you know, the courts from the Trump administration, or the Trump, why can't I think of the word? I'm not doing well this week. The Trump campaign, that's the word. I'm good at talking about the politics. I can't think of the word campaign. Anyway, they won one, and it was because there were 150 ballots that came in late, and the judge did rule you can throw out these 150 ballots. Here's the thing, guys. Those ballots hadn't even been counted yet, so it wasn't even reflected in any of the vote totals. So far, they have not won anything that would change the results of the election, literally at all, and the rest of the cases are getting thrown out for lack of evidence. What do you know? It's fun. Fun stuff.
Election of the liberals.
The guy who sang it is a total nut bar Alex Jones fan? Oh, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all.
Who are waving the white flag and not putting up a fight. You know what that tells me? You were never in the fight to begin with. Because real
Logarth says, honey, you're doing fine. You've got this down better than at least 72 million other people right now. I mean, the bar's real low. Let's be real. The bar's been low for a while, so.
Patriots stand strong and continue to wave this beauty right here and fight. Because we know what's at stake.
Like, does this guy even listen to the song, though? I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. It's not about, like, fuck liberals. It's about fighting for the rights of everyone.
We know that our country, our freedom, and our future is at stake if we do not put up a fight now against the liberals. Because if the liberals can get away with this cheating right now, they know they can get away with anything from now on. And you are a foolish turd if you're going to sit there and think, well, we'll just have to do better the next election. Are you that dumb? Are you that dumb? Give me a break. If our votes didn't matter in this election, they could cheat and get away with it. What makes you think your vote's going to matter in future elections? Oh, and by the way, some of you other dumb patriots on here that are posting, well, there's just really not enough evidence to suggest that the liberals were cheating. Well, you know what you can go do? You can go write stupid on your forehead, go put on your little stupid Biden hat, and go march over on the stupid left side.
I actually don't own a Biden hat because I didn't form my entire identity around the person I voted for, which is what normal people do if Trump voters aren't aware of how voting usually functions.
We don't need your turdism attitude on our side.
Our turdism attitude?
Because you are weak, and we do not need...
Turdists, rise up!
Any weak patriots on our side. So, cheers,
American.
Patriots. Hold the line.
Does he have a Donald Trump drink? Oh, it's a cup. It's a Donald Trump shot glass.
Yeah, that'll be...
Kill stream ending because Georgia went blue. The Kill stream is a Nazi show, if y'all aren't familiar. Ended with 30 bits, so the libs could steal the presidential election, but not the Senate or state legislatures. I guess that's it, guys. Even when we cheat, we're not even competent at it. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. This quote, our liberty, our freedom is at stake if the liberals win. A talking point in every goddamn election. Seriously, I was hearing this shit back when Bush was president, yeah. It's because people on the right fetishize the word freedom without actually understanding how it applies to their everyday life. Miss K's with 100 bits. Cheers, Patriots. And then Logarth with 20 bits. Says the guy wearing a hat conceptualized by Mexican cowboys and popularized by black farmhands and cattle drivers. Are you talking about cowboy hat guy?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Trump wants a recount in Wisconsin, but only in the majority black counties. Wow, wowee, wow. That is some racist shit. Trump pursues recount of two liberal Wisconsin counties. Jesus Christ. Well, get his payment up front, Wisconsin.
Easier. Yeah, go to wherever he can go to get on.
Yeah. All right, cool. Wait, the New York Times is still saying that Georgia is leaning Biden. Georgia.
How? Well, because they wanted to stay black.
No.
Georgia, you don't vote for Joe Biden, you ain't black. So.
The New York Times hasn't called Florida for Trump.
It says 99% counted, and Trump's got 53%.
Alright, that's pretty good. Good job, Killstream. Fucking idiots. Meaty52 with 20 bits. That's very, Nas... I don't know what that word is. Nask... I don't know what that means.
Oh, y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it.
We saw this one. I'll skip over this because we watched this one in one of the MAGA cope things. Oh no, Abby Shapiro!
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we...
Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. All that's changed with that talking point in my last bits message is the form of the destructor. In 2004 it was the gays. In 2008 it was Black Panthers. In 2012 it was President President Obama. It's no different, you know. 0.25 speed, please. I can do that. Abby Shapiro slowed down is amazing.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
Mitchell Drummer, 20 bits. Was I the only person who never realized the lyrics were Dawn's early light and not daughterly light? What? It's Dawn. Yeah, it's Dawn's early light. I didn't know you'd... I've never heard someone make that mistake. I'll put it that way.
Oh, the
funny.
There's nothing
Does
funny
this person
about
actually have
the
any
tools of
other
capitalism.
ones? That was volume 1. No, only one. It's a shame. MAGA challenge, cringe. Logarth, 20 bits. It sounds like Dave is in her memory core pulling out the processor chips.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I can't let you do that, Dave. MMO Addicted to 20 bits. Hot take, God Save the Queen is the superior anthem. Yeah, I don't think the Star Spangled Banner was the best choice. I don't know. It just seems so specific. It's like, it's not really about America as much as it is recounting. It's about flag fetishization. Like, Francis Scott Key literally wrote it while, like, he was prisoner on a boat during a battle. And he literally wrote it about, like, how he was fetishizing the American flags. I think there are better songs they could have picked that could be emblematic of America. Although I guess, honestly, it does sort of reflect a large portion of the population, unfortunately. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Most anthems are better than America's theme song. I mean, I don't know that many national anthems, so. Marcus Drake with 100 bits. Rebellious Scots to crush, cough, cough. Wait, is that a lyric in God Save the Queen?
There's nothing funny
Are you telling me that's a lyric of God? No way. There's no way that's true. Phosphophyllite with 69 bits. Nice. Petition to make America F yeah our national anthem. Honestly, sure, fine.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
I'm a MAGA kid.
Oh, I got it. Sorry, it's still at 0.5 speed.
I'm a MAGA kid. I'm a MAGA kid. I'm here to blow up the liberals' list. School shootings, pedophiles, and vaccines. Today it is really hard to be a teen. Now listen up, Greta. This message is for you. We are warriors of God, and we're praying for you. How dare you? How dare you? Spread fear with your ego, but the truth is where we go. Our human rights come from God, not government. Brainwashed puppet, you were sent. You liberals act really, really strange, but MAGA kids are now in the game.
Bits message. I didn't miss it this time.
Is our prize. We hold our president way up high, like an eagle. We will take flight. In God we trust. MAGA kids fight. In God we trust. MAGA kids fight.
Oh, that poor kid. Tucker White 94. Here's the best national anthem of all time. Christ.
There's nothing fun.
Okay. Tinker Tailor 84 with 20 bits. They're also bad at musical phrasing. It makes the musician in me sad. I'm sorry. Let me see if there's any other MAGA stuff, or if we're going to move on to general cringe. Sad MAGA compilation. Maybe this one.
In the background, Donald J. Trump is now President of the United States.
There's nothing funny about
Darth Vader. Enlid with 20 bits. I think one of my earliest memories of the Russian anthem was when it played during Rocky IV in Drago's entrance. Yeah, I like that too. It's a good juxtaposition between that and... you know, Rocky IV is actually a pretty... I think it's a slightly deeper movie than people, like, give it credit for. It's not, like, a good movie. It's an amazing movie. I love Rocky IV. It's my favorite Rocky movie, even though it's really not the best one, obviously. But, like, when you juxtapose Ivan Drago walking in, and the national anthem of the USSR playing, and everyone has this, like, reverence for him coming in, and he's the might and the hope of their nation to show glory, you know, and then it's sort of juxtaposed with earlier in the film when Apollo Creed comes in, and it's like the crazy Vegas show, basically. James Brown singing, you know, whatever the America song, I live in America. I don't know. I think Sylvester Stallone did have something to say about, like, the opulence of American production and how flashy it is as compared to, like, a USSR, like, ooh, look at the reverence. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too far into it. Marcus Drake, Hannah, you missed some bits. I know, I was talking. Wagroads 13, look up the lyrics to East Germany's anthem called Risen from the Ruins. It's beautiful. Okay. Enlid with 20 bits. I think one of my earliest memories, read that one. Let me see. Did I miss ones even further back? Yeah, it really is. May he sedition hush and like a torrent rush, rebellious Scots to crush, God save the king. Yikes, that is bad. That's still part of the national anthem? That's fucked up.
No from this lady.
The robot that Paulie makes into a housewife. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone says he's doing another cut of Rocky IV and he's taking the robot out. Don't do that. Sylvester Stallone, do you not understand your own masterpiece? Don't take the robot out of Rocky IV. What is wrong with you?
I was scared of dentists in the dark.
Jesus.
I think he's the greatest president we've ever had. I'm too emotional, but I'm really thankful that I've been invited here. So,
tell me what makes you emotional about the president?
What he's done for the country, all his policy changes, what he's done for Black and Brown Americans.
This is wrong. This is un-American, and we're not going to let it go on. Stop.
Our crew did see counter-protesters and police officers show up to that location. And Milwaukee isn't the only city that saw protests. Demonstrations took place in Miami, Las Vegas, New York City, and Phoenix.
All right, that's probably enough MAGA cringe for the day. We'll probably just move on to general cringe. We'll have to wait for the MAGA cringe to refill, probably for Chud Watch Saturday. Fun stuff, though. Oh, is there any more coping MAGA?
And I ain't talking about the supporters. Oh, no. All you Republicans, all of you elected Republican officials,
there's nothing
fucking stop being some fucking pussies. You see what's going on in this country.
Artists rarely
You
understand
see
what
what
makes their
Trump
work
stands
memorable.
for. You
True.
see it. You have an obligation to the fucking people. If you let this shit slide, man, you are just as shitty as these goddamn crooks. These liberals think they can just do whatever the fuck they want.
This guy is well into the anger phase of coping. So many MAGA people are still stuck on denial, but I'm sure they'll be reaching anger pretty soon.
You know why that is? Is because we sit there and we say we want to do it we want to talk it out. These motherfuckers should have been in jail. They should have not even made it this goddamn far. Do you know why? Because you're a bunch of pussies. Stand up for your country.
Fucking yikes. MMO addicted with 20 bits. That's never been a part of the national anthem of Great Britain. It was sung in 1745 during the Jacobite War, hence Marshal Wade, and some nationalists include it, but the official anthem never included it. It only had 3 verses since it was first published. Okay, that's good. What's Ian Miles Chong saying? This person says, anyone who is paid for their labor who receives their income from a paycheck is working class. Teachers, assembly line workers, college professors, baristas. Ian Miles Chong, idiotic take. College professors, teachers, and baristas are not the working class. What? In what way are they not the working class? What do you think the working class is? The media does not decide who wins elections. Donald Trump won this election. Jesus. Donald Trump says, wow, Michigan just refused to certify the election results. Having courage is a beautiful thing. USA stands proud. About 10 minutes later, it was certified. So Jocelyn Benson says, wrong again. And Aurelia Becker says, I will never vote again. The system is corrupt, and you confirmed that. Wouldn't that be beautiful? If all the talk of fraud completely backfired and it made all these MAGA idiots never vote again because they feel disenfranchised because the president has convinced them that there's been fraud even though there hasn't been. Wouldn't that be the best karmic retribution in history for the Republicans? The media doesn't decide, Trump decides apparently, I guess. Funny how you'd think they would have not made the system like that. Oh, they didn't? Cool. MMO addicted with 20 bits. Another fun fact, Germany still uses the same anthem. They just don't sing the more nationalistic verses, making it more musical in nature. Okay. That leads to a fascist coup? Maybe.
It's just a scan. It's just a chip. It's just a mask. It's just 2 weeks. It's just so we don't overwhelm the hospitals. It's just non-essential businesses. It's just until the cases go down more. It's just until we get a vaccine. It's just a few side effects. It's just a bracelet. It's just to let others know you're safe to be around. It's just an app. It's just to let others know who you've been in contact with. It's just a few more months. It's just a video. It's just an email account. It's just a credit card company you can use cash. It's just a few places that won't take cash. It's just a little chip. It's just for medical information and paying for things. It's just for travel. It's just so you can get your driver's license. It's just so you can vote. It's just a few more years. It's just a statue. It's just a building. It's just a piece of paper. It's just a flag. It's just a piece of cloth. It's just a blood test. It's just a scan. It's just a chip. Just a dog. It's just a clump of cells. It's just the bad people. It's just the undesirables. It's just the Jews. It's just the Christians. Just the people who don't think like us.
What the fuck? These people are smoking a whole bowl of delusion every single day. Windchanter with 20 bits. What is the accent? It's awful. I have no idea. And I'm also not going to make fun of people's accents. So. Lil Pump dropped a new song called Lil Pump Big MAGA Steppin', and it's just as bad as you could have guessed. Ow. Sorry.
Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp. Right around town with a thick bitch on. 100 on drum on a big stick on. Lil Pimp, Lil Pimp.
Jesus Christ. Logarth with 20 bits. It's only rosacea, totally not herpes. Hey, I have rosacea. How dare you? Southerners fighting tyranny since 1775. Yikes. Yeah, I hate to break it to you. No, the Civil War was not fighting tyranny. You were literally fighting to hold tyranny over an entire race of people. Jesus Christ. It's weird that it's like it says 1775, but this is a picture of the Civil War, right? Like, if you're gonna mention 1775, why aren't you talking about, like, the Revolutionary War and not the Civil War? Just seems odd.
Let her ride.
Yeah, just like the whole pants is in all the wrong places.
No, but look. Okay, so to me, I see this and I'm like, what a fucking G. Like he don't give a fuck, right?
Wait, is that really what you think, or is that what you're saying? Like,
I
when
swear
you
to God,
see
I swear
Harry
to God, I'm
Styles
not
wearing a dress,
Yeah.
like your immediate thought is, wow, this guy's a real gangster.
Yep. Because I'm all about challenging social norms. I swear.
I'm old school, man. I like the way it is and just let her ride.
Yeah, just like the whole
But
pants
what
thing
is
is
but
nice.
what
There's
is
nothing
the
funny
way
about
it
the
is?
tools of
The way it's
capitalism.
been.
Why? Because the way it's been has not been great.
Well, I just mean just because all like pants and all are great, especially for men, and just
But if you think
You can wear pants. No one said you can't wear pants. Red Eagle Politics says, had a dream last night. Alex Jones was megaphoning at Biden's concession speech. We're gonna win this, folks. Yeah, prophetic dreams. That's where it's at. Wind Chanter with 20 bits. Thanks. I'll look at the link. Tiger White with 20 bits. How long have we sunk that Logan dead body in Suicide Forest? Paul is the one making sense. Yeah, the bar's low. Like I said, the bar's very low.
Why do you carry that flag? Because this is my heritage. My family fought to save their farm under this flag. Who was working that farm? My family was. Who was working the farm? They were poor. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. No times there are not forgotten. Look away! Look away! Look away, Dixieland.
What a dumb fuck. People are so stupid. They're so stupid.
I still can you hear me scream? Thank you for the happy.
Jesus Christ. Yes, I'm aware it isn't over yet. I fully understand that the votes could go back to Trump. I was crying because the tears in his eyes as I was imagining how he felt. Imagine that everyone hated you and that you were unloved so much that you were celebrating your loss. That would hurt badly. Oh, I guess he shouldn't be absolute scum of the fucking earth then. Imagine how... Here comes the Godwin's Law, in case you're looking for it. Imagine how sad and alone Hitler felt in his bunker before he took his own life. Oh, we don't have to give a shit about shitty people feeling bad? That's much easier. Thanks, life. Trump has been eerily quiet on here today. It's like when you're at home with kids and all of a sudden you realize the house is quiet, too quiet, something's going on. This lady blocked me on Twitter today because I called her out for being, psychotic. Oh yeah, she blocked me, for the record. Basically she made a post that was like, come on, guys, we're losing the war of public perception. And I tweeted at her, and I was like, you lost it like a week ago. Biden won the election. What are you talking about? And then she blocked me. So that's fun. Oh, no. You better make sure I don't have to take this down. And it's literally a shrine to Donald Trump. Like, literally. Who has a fucking shrine to the president, regardless of who it is? What an absolute nut job. Charlie Kirk meltdown at Politicon.
Trying to attack me, which is ridiculous, like asking me what my salary is. Sure, I'll reveal it willingly.
You brought it up in context. I'm asking,
no,
why don't you
hold
live
on,
like a
hold on,
socialist?
hold on. Okay.
Go live like a
The point is
socialist.
larger. The point is larger than that, Charlie.
I live like a capitalist every single day, Chank. I live as a
Hey,
capitalist,
hey,
okay?
hey, hey.
I live when I believe.
What
do I do?
Charlie?
I get dirty every single year.
Hold on.
What's my salary? Less than his.
Charlie,
take a seat. Chank, let's go.
Charlie, what are you doing? Take a seat. Take a seat. All right,
The fucking drama, I tell you.
You're going to take a seat over here.
Oh, my God. What's my salary?
All right. Oh, ridiculous. All right, behave, everyone. Jesus Christ. Okay.
I practice what I preach, Chank.
Charlie.
You
Stop.
do not practice what you preach.
Charlie.
All right, that one's pretty good. That one's pretty good. Okay, I think that's probably... Oh my god, look at this one.
Eat your cat, remember? Hi, little liberals. When you're forced to eat your cat, remember, it's because you voted for the candidate with the nicer tweets.
Let's assume for a second the honesty of some folks on the left who at least acknowledge that femininity and masculinity exist.
There's nothing
They
funny
also have
about the
indicators,
tools of
outward
capitalism.
Dress.
Enreath with 20 bits. I keep seeing memes comparing Ben Shapiro to the Pixies from Fairly Odd Parents. Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Been for virtually all time and in virtually all cultures an outward indicator, which is why the Bible explicitly says that it is against cross-dressing, for example. Okay, but
Right, okay, but Ben, here's the thing. What is considered outwardly feminine or masculine is highly contextual to the culture. No culture stays stagnant for all time, right? Things that we see as signifiers of gender indicators, basically. Like, let's say, like, oh, pink being for girls and blue being for boys. That's actually relatively recent. It actually used to be the opposite. These kind of things change over time, so that's okay, and in fact, it's a good thing. The more open we can be as a society and allow people to present themselves however they see fit, as long as they're not hurting anyone, that's a positive thing. Tucker White 94 with 20 bits. Don't insult the pixie fairies by comparing them to Ben Shapiro. They don't pretend they're not corporate suits. True.
in virtually every culture, males.
Oh, Ben. This poll is run by Dominion. Owen Benjamin. Owen Benjamin's the guy that doesn't believe in dinosaurs that we've covered a couple times on Tinfoil Tuesday. He's done PragerU videos. And then here's a post he posted somewhat recently, I'd imagine. He's a Nazi, for those of you who don't know. So he posted a picture of, Anne Frank. And then, yeah. Basically claiming that he thinks Anne Frank's diary was not her own. Owen Benjamin's a shit person, if you don't know. Here's how Hitler can still win. Okay, alright. Let's got... oh, wait. Here's an Owen.
This is the U.S. intelligence that manipulated all this.
New reports claim the real results of the 2020 U.S. election were found on a computer server that was seized by the U.S. military in Frankfurt, Germany. In a recent tweet...
They're literally reporting on fucking fake internet meme information. This would be like if they were quoting QAnon. I'm not even kidding. Guys, they're such a joke. Tucker White 94, 20 bits. My favorite is him bitching about the parts of her diary where she talks about masturbating because as we all know, the women's have no sex drive. And then Elo Westerna with 20 bits. Super off topic, but I just got on Twitch because of you. You make studying American politics as a foreigner much more entertaining than my political science classes. Oh, thank you. Although you should definitely do other research too, because I am also very stupid. So definitely double check anything I say. Their source is a tweet, yeah.
Tweet, a Virginia congressional candidate shared an electoral map that's allegedly based off of this data from
Allegedly based off of this data that does not exist. Cool.
It was a landslide victory for President Trump with a
Let me look at that map again. In this alleged, and using even the term alleged here feels like giving it too much credit because it's literally just something someone made up. But they're claiming that based off of vote totals, which were somehow stored in Germany, why would American vote totals be stored on a server in Germany? I don't know. But it shows that California is supposed to be red based on this conspiracy theory. Something smells fishy, I do thinks. Meaty52 with 30 bits. I do all my own research on Quanon. Okay.
Off of this data from that server. It shows a landslide victory for President Trump with a 400
orders had moved.
Absolutely nuts.
Andy No posts this clip saying, dude, this guy got sucker punched. The left claims he's purposefully taking it out of context.
Okay. That's the MAGA cringe for the day. We're gonna move on to some other stuff. This is just a general cringe compilation, so let's see what it is.
Hello again, this is Tank. I'm going to demystify the Brajoli steak. I'm going to show you how I make them. I got a nice little stick of butter here that I'm frying up. There's the Brajoli steak. See the package? Brajol steak.
He's melting an entire stick of butter.
I open up the Brajol steak. I put one steak in the fried
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And 2 steaks in the frying pan. And then I
oh my God.
Spice them up.
Oh my God, no. He's not gonna eat this. This is fucking disgusting.
With accent, of course. Some nice garlic powder.
Procession 101, thanks for following.
Just a smidge of the Montreal seasoning. I flip the steaks.
Oh.
And I spice them up again.
Someone send this to Jake. I think he'll hate it. Meaty, I knew someone was gonna make this joke with 20 bits. Wait, is this a Dave video? When did the Doritos come in? That cut of steak is only slightly better than the dollar store frozen steaks. I was gonna say these look disgusting. I'm not gonna be a snob here. Like, I get it, you know, you get the cut of meat you can get, but like these kind of look funky. I have never seen a steak look like this before. Let me put it that way. I was pretty fortunate growing up. I've never seen a cut of meat that looks like these steaks. Ericaria 24. Remember, folks, a cow died for this. True. He's boiling the steak in butter. If it was milk, it would basically be milk steak from It's Always Sunny.
I flip them again. I flip them again. I flip them again.
They're Trump steaks.
I flip them.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits. I think I'm going to be sick. Watching this has strangled my inner cook to death.
And then I take them off the stove.
There's nothing funny about the
Logarth with 20 bits. This is the kind of steak that goes in a Philly cheesesteak because it's cheap. He needs to add some cream cheese. Oh god, I'm kind of concerned with him taking this pan with scalding butter across the room. Yeah, okay. I think I had that exact same M&M machine growing up. The exact same. I had one very similar, if it wasn't the exact same one. They make a lot of M&M machines, though, so I don't know.
Out of the frying pan and onto the plate. It's never second rate.
I can't even imagine how salty these fucking things are gonna be. You send it to Jake, he's gonna die.
Zest things up a little bit.
Right, capitalistic propaganda.
Pour some of this nice butter sauce on.
Oh, you need more butter? Jesus.
I have some bread. I have my Pepsi ready. For this
the Black Factor, thank you for following.
Good day.
I just realized that I would kick myself if I didn't just ask you before I let you go if
this is gonna be some choice liberal cringe.
You noticed the fly on Vice President Pence's head at the time during the,
Oh,
the debate,
Rachel.
or if that was something that only we could see it at home. Could you see it sitting next to him? Did you have feelings about, like, did you have the instinct to...
Should we... I'm sure they had an actual conversation. I know. I don't give a shit what Kamala Harris thinks about the fly meme, okay? Memes are memes. I miss when memes had nothing to do with political discourse. I'm talking about internet meme image macros, not the broad topic of memes as, like, ideas that spread. But, like,
There's nothing funny about the tool.
Logarth the 20 bits, please, Hannah, let us have this one brief moment of joy. Fine. Come up with a quip, though, Kamala. You gotta come up with something funny to say about it.
You know, Rachel, I just, I think that it's important that we kind of find a way, all of us, to move on and, kind of fly away from this subject onto something else. Yeah.
Senator Harris, you are very kind. And let's just spare a thought right now for the people who have to write closed captions for this portion of the interview and for those who have to transcribe it, because they're going to have no idea how to convey what we just communicated.
I don't think it would happen with Moses. He's pretty good. Like, sometimes I try and push him away and he's, like, still here, So now I'm like, oh, this is a good one. I think I push people away because of me, not because of them. I'm just like, oh, I feel like this person could, like, break my heart. But I feel, and also with a baby, for me, I even tell them, it's like, I would have a baby just on my own, like, without a guy. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to be, like, a mom. I'd have, like, 6 kids, like Perez Hilton. I would just, have someone carry my baby, or I'll carry it, or whatever, get a sperm donor. And so I think I just want kids. But, I mean, also, like, I don't know. But, yeah, but that's too much commitment to be, like, forever, I don't want anyone else. And it's so hard dating. And I hate being alone.
But the baby, yeah.
And we have a baby together, so it's different. I don't know. I know what you mean.
I think I should wait on the baby, though.
Well, I can't wait much longer because I
wait
have
like
a baby
year.
regardless. Like,
well,
let's
you're
say me and
pretty
Moses
young.
break
How old are
up.
you? You're like
I'm
32?
32.
Yeah, you're young.
But I already have problems with fertility. Like, it's already hard for me to get pregnant. And so that's why I was like, oh, fuck. And, like, the older you get. So, like, regardless, let's say me and Moses broke up today, I would, like, literally go to a sperm donor and get, like, sperm. You know what I mean? Like, I actually get, like, yeah. I've done it before. I went through fertility treatments before when I was single. So, I just want to make
Your family's going to trip when they hear this now.
They've accepted
The house
me
was
now.
bad enough. The baby? Oh, brother.
They've accepted me now.
Meaty52, is that the spider from Game of Thrones? I don't get it. I didn't watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I watched like the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones. I didn't finish Game of Thrones, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Really happy to hear that. Yeah. How's the house shopping going?
Also joining our broadcast team tonight, a man who had a long and distinguished career as a ring judge, over 3,000 fights judged, 132 of those were world championship matches. And Chuck Giampa will join us tonight to give us special insights. And Chuck, tell our viewers a little bit about about what you're going to be doing on this broadcast tonight.
Thank you, Al. Tonight I will be taking you inside the mind of a judge. Tonight I'll be taking you inside the mind of a judge. Yeah, shit.
All right. So
Does he
Chuck
not
is
realize
joining
it's
us,
live?
tonight to add
That's not
his
good.
insights on the judging and.
That always sucks. That gets to me specifically because, like, even this week I've just not been feeling, you know, I don't know why. I've just been feeling off all week. Sometimes you just feel off when you got to get in front of people, in front of a microphone and a camera. So I can understand being like, tonight we got to fight. We got to. I understand that. So that sucks. You just got to do it though. You just got to do it.
We're going to be talking a little bit more about that later.
We've got 40 milliseconds of low latency connection for seamless, lag-free music and gaming audio. So it's really very cool. So that's the Razer Kitty Kraken's Bluetooth edition. And it's going to retail at just $99.99 right after this keynote. Remember, we've got limited stocks for this available right here today at Razer.com.
Am I supposed to be cringing because it's got cat ears? I don't care. I don't find that cringe.
After this keynote, and it's going to be pretty cool. I mean, I'm seeing so much excitement for the product at this point of time. And something that we've kind of come up together with our friends at TikTok is a challenge. And we call it the hashtag Razer Learn to Meow Dance Challenge.
Oh. Okay.
Right, and we put together a quick video
Never mind.
to kind of show you what the dance challenge is going to look like. I would love to be able to do it if the concurrent views were much more, and I would totally do it together with Wenji, but probably not today, not this RazerCon. And we've put together a video for you guys to actually see what the dance challenge looks like. So hashtag Razer Learn to Meow. Here we go.
Corporations trying to start hashtags is always pretty bad. Yeah, okay, they're doing I kind of think the headphones are cool. Like, they're probably overpriced, like a lot of consumer electronics are. $99 for, like, I have Bose noise-canceling around-ear headphones that I got years ago for work, right? For editing videos and stuff. And I also have used them for other stuff too. But like, those cost, I think, $300. And those are really, really nice headphones that are, the noise canceling's amazing in them. If you ever take them on like a plane trip, it's crazy. I'd imagine these headphones should probably be retailing for like $30. But what do I know? I don't design consumer products, I don't know. Okay, I don't care about their stupid
Learn
dance
to Meow.
challenge.
As I said, I would totally love to be able to do the dance challenge. It's actually pretty...
People speak about the qualities I bring as a footballer, and I'm a little bit bored, you know, from the English media, and hopefully the French media has more about it than the English media, and concentrate on stupid.
I've never seen a Razer, or I've never tried Razer headphones or anything, so I don't know what their quality is or is not.
Incidents like this. Maybe the one criticism of the French league is it's a little bit boring. You know, and I can understand. You know, I watched Lille yesterday. They have 10 men and they're happy to lose 1-0. You know, they have 10 men, and for me, you might as well lose 5-0 as 1-0. You know, it's still no point. He's Argentine and I'm English. It's big difference. Big difference. A big ocean. The Atlantic is different.
$1 something to never have to pay for a repair. All right, so now, Rug Doctor, $40. Do you ever...
MMO addicted with 20 bits. I always have trouble saying MMO addicted. I don't know why. My Razer laptop blew up my bedroom, so yeah, I like their mice though. Oh, I didn't need... That sucks. Sorry to hear about that. Yikes. Woman is peeing and pooping all over this woman's house? Why? MMO Addicted with 20 bits. Fun story. They tried to shaft me on the warranty too, and if I were in the US, it'd have worked, but haha, laughs in EU. Nice.
I did have an accident, but that was because I could not make it to the bathroom in time.
Pause the video game and go. This literally happened. Okay, so around the time the Wii came out, I got a Wii, and I didn't need my GameCube anymore because the GameCube, or the Wii was backwards compatible with GameCube. So my little cousin got a bunch of my GameCube stuff, which is how I heard about this. He was playing, and he was like, I don't know, maybe not, between 6 and 10. He was too old for this. He, like, just peed himself and didn't get up, and he was playing a video game, and he just didn't want to pause it, and it's so weird to me. That was the behavior that was weird, and he was between 6 and 9, right? Not getting up when you need to go pee. This woman is displaying the same exact behavior, and she's in her 30s or 40s. Who does this? Who does this?
Because I was in the middle of trying to get something else put together.
Right.
You always need a GameCube. Your bro and you love GameCube. I liked my GameCube, but I don't know. The only thing I probably would play on it is Super Mario Sunshine, Smash Brothers, and maybe like Luigi's Mansion. But there's either ports of those things or sequels to those things on the Switch, so I'm fine with the Switch. I would never pull out my GameCube if I still had it. I guarantee it.
But, you know, when
I never played Kirby Air Ride.
duty calls, duty calls. Pay
I
attention to duty.
understand that, but I
All
had
right,
my
but she
hands
says it happened
full.
twice?
So if the plane makes...
I want to be one of the people outside the people's... Oh my god. Look at the... Okay, I'm gonna do something I normally wouldn't do. Guys, look at this guy's hairpiece. What is up with this? What is happening here? I don't know. But I want to learn more about this man. There's more story here. I don't know what it is, but I'm intrigued. Gotta get receipts. Gotta keep those receipts.
Zombie Walk are going to take on Thriller. Take it away, Guy.
Okay, I assume they muted the audio from Thriller for copyright reasons. Understandable. Okay, yeah, they're doing... Oh, nope, there it is. I gotta mute this for music reasons. Okay, they're trying to do the Thriller dance. They're not very good at it. I just gotta skip it. I can't play Thriller.
Thing that Democrats say is, ah! They're scared to death, and they're highly motivated, and I want them to be that way. I'm sorry to scream in your ear, Aaron, but that's what they say. Seriously, you call them, that's what they say, a primal scream at the prospect that somehow Trump might get a second term. So they're highly motivated.
I do feel like a real cult leader. Like, it feels like I actually have a real religion.
In a world of many TikTok cults, only one can stand at the top.
And that is us.
Andrew Dickerson with 20 bits. You should do a stream where you watch a bunch of Maori clips. Maybe. That might be fun.
The step chickens. People will, do what I say, and I don't want to say the puppet master, but...
Supreme leader, tell me what to do. I'm all yours. I'm your chickie poo.
I do feel like I have influence or power to sort of craft this narrative that a lot of people want to be a part of. We must demonstrate that we are the most powerful TikTok cult by dominating the comment section of the For You page. Rise up.
Rise up, step chickens! Rise up, step chickens.
I mean, if this is like tongue-in-cheek, which I assume it is, who cares? People form, communities and then they joke about it being a cult. That's fine.
Rise up, step...
I don't know the context, though.
Chickens.
Rise!
Why do I pronounce what like what?
Step chickens!
To be honest, I don't know that...
Oh, Maori? Why do I say Maori like Maori? That's how it's spelled. Maury, Maori, I don't know.
That much about real life cults other than the ones that have orgies, because I remember I was invited to one of those on my 18th birthday. I think that there would be a subsection of my cult that would be open to an orgy if I were to orchestrate it. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni. I think for my cult in particular, people are bonded, not...
click on the subscribe button. Don't smash it, okay? Don't smash it! Click on the subscribe button above the stream. See if you have a Twitch Prime sub available.
There's nothing funny about
Just check, just give it a little...
Logarth with 20 bits, haha, furry isn't a cult. You should totally come to a meeting and just check it out, for sure. Come meet our leader.
Well, just give it a little gander. See if you have a Twitch... Because guess what? If it's your first time ever creating a Twitch account, you have a free 1-month Twitch Prime trial. Also, if you have an Amazon Prime account, or anyone in your family has an Amazon Prime account, you can take that Amazon Prime account, log in with your Twitch, log in with that, and link your Amazon Prime account and get Twitch Prime for free.
I heard the lyrics a little bit, but can you explain a little bit more about the song?
So basically the song is called Mirror Mirror, because I get trolled so much online and they say you'll never be a Korean pop star and stuff, even though I've had 2 top 8 hits in the iTunes chart. Particularly the issue people seem to have with me is because I'm British, I'm not Korean.
Do you think you look Korean?
I think I look very much like a K-pop star. The K-pop stars, the vast majority of them, they have surgery, so it's like, you know, for anyone trying to be a K-pop, they have to have a certain look, and it's very, very specific.
Yeah, right? So you
The
can see a
look.
distinction between the K-pop star look and looking Korean.
Right, obviously, I'm not trying to change my race and look Korean, I just want the K-pop look.
But do you see how, like, why that might be a bit sensitive, like maybe Asian people?
I get why people would say that. Like, you know, I think it's 2020, everyone's entitled to embrace different cultures. So by doing the K-pop, that's because I have an appreciation for that culture. And I get why some people from, you know, from an Asian background would think that's very weird.
Tell me what you see when you look at me.
I might be some kind of ghost or... Yes. Oh, no. Someone aiming at depriving my life. He can send some messenger of death. It's enough reason for them to murder me.
Can you forgive him?
No.
No.
No. Definitely no. My accident or it's a punishment or God, my husband, think like that. So it's very sad for me. I cannot forgive him even now. The reality is English church cannot save me.
2, 1. Sora. Roxas. Friends now. You're nobody. Sora.
Oh,
No.
they're doing Kingdom Hearts. They're pretending to be Sora and Roxas. Whatever, they're having fun. I don't care. Have fun. Play fucking Kingdom Hearts in the parking lot. Do you? Life is short, people. Take your friends and go play Kingdom Hearts in the parking lot, okay? You only live once. Do what makes you happy. Oh no, is this one of those Elsa Spider-Man things?
Balloon! Oh, I hate balloons! Who did that for me? What? More balloons! Oh!
Is this specifically like fetish material for someone who is into Spider-Man and balloon popping? Because that's an explanation I would understand, but I don't know what other explanation would make sense.
No! I hate you!
This is on YouTube Kids? Yikes.
The last one. Remember, Spider-Man hate balloons!
Asking for the top answer only. Whoever gets this wins the game. Point values still stay tripled. We surveyed 100 people. Top answer is on the board. Tell me something that might happen if you refuse to obey your doctor. Got there first, Jake.
He will tell you that you are disobeying.
He'll tell you that you're disobeying him. Is it there? It's not there, Shirley?
Well, you might just eliminate yourself.
Eliminate yourself. Politically correct, you might eliminate yourself. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh. Right up to the...
I'm a gentleman. Look at me. Taking you out to dinner. Taking care of the bill. What more can you ask for?
A bigger dick.
We're gonna head on over to dinner with my girlfriend Asana. So how's it going, babe?
Yo, this walk is so far.
I'm carrying you the whole way. What do you mean? It's not even a far walk. I'm so excited to go on my date today. Isn't my girlfriend so pretty? No? Okay. Hello. Table for two, please. We'd like to go sit outside.
It's really nice that
He's clearly doing this as a joke, though. So I guess I don't get the, like, you can say you don't find it funny, which fair enough, but, like, I don't find this cringe because it's clearly not sincere.
Why are you confused? She's my girlfriend. Say cheese.
MMO addicted with 20 bits. I'm a cheese addict. It's nearly 1 a.m. and I am mainlining raw Parmesan Reggiano without any bread or anything. Careful, I've done that before and gotten myself sick. Parmesan is a sweet, sweet mistress, but if you partake too much, you will fall ill.
Okay.
Table for two. So slow. You think?
Didn't.
That's a.
Apologize to everybody. I'm not 100% today. I'm not feeling great. I jog a lot in my neighborhood, and I was jogging today with some friends around my neighborhood, and a friggin' dog bit me. Yeah, he bit me like right here, so it's like a little weird right now. I had to get rushed to the hospital, and then the doctors are like, well, did the dog look, you know, like crazy or anything? And I'm like, well, he was angry and he, you know, was like salivating. You know, they're like, okay, was it like foamy
Colossus
salivating?
TV,
Or was it? And I'm like, well, it was kind of foamy. And then they tested me and the dog has rabies and had to get a shot. Thank God it's not 20 years ago. If it was 20, 30 years ago, I would, you know, it would be really, really bad. So I'm feeling a little weird, but I'm okay.
Nothing funny about the
I'm just thirsty. So can we pause for a second? Can I have some water? Sorry. Thanks.
That's the opposite of what happens when you have rabies. A symptom of rabies is hydrophobia. Logarth with 20 bits, this is also a bit. Yes, it's a bad bit. Tyra Banks is not funny, though. Tyra Banks is cringe, and I gotta compile all the cringe Tyra stuff so we can do a Tyra episode. Because she's so funny unintentionally. Tyra Banks is one of the most egotistical human beings on the planet. And America's Next Top Model is full of ideas where someone should have told Tyra Banks no, but no one did. So it's very, very funny.
I can't show the name of the bottle. Come here, Sonia.
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
The bagel video is the best Tyra moment ever. I maybe haven't seen that one. Meaty52. You could do a full cringe episode of just Tyra on America's Got Talent. I don't watch America's Got Talent, so I'm not familiar. Why did she decide to do this bit? I don't understand.
We're breaking you today! Start the show! Tyra break!
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Lily Loves Stuff says, you're welcome, and then there's a link, maybe to the Tyra thing.
Tyra Banks here, and this is
Everything supermodel Tyra Banks eats in a day. Oh no!
everything I eat in a day. The first thing I do when I wake up, sadly, is I check my phone. I can't help it.
Model Land. She's wearing the merchandise from her fantasy children's book series, Model Land, which is about I think Alison Pregler did a read-through of this, or at least part of it, on her channel. Which involves basically like a Hogwarts-type school where the main characters get into trouble, but instead of a school of witchcraft and wizardry, it's a school of models. So, you know, less interesting. L. Westerna with 20 bits. Looking back at America's Next Top Model, I can't help wondering how many of my current issues with womanhood are thanks to that show. I'm glad they're finally calling that show out on all the madness that went down, yeah.
I run a lot of businesses and have a huge one that I'm launching, and I gotta start as soon as those eyes open. I love me some coffee. And I like my coffee with a little bit of flavor in it. And I'm not talking about those syrups and those powders. I just mean the beans have been soaked in some vanilla or some caramel infusation. Is that a word? And so I make my coffee black, no sugar, no cream, just my infused flavor. And then lately, I've been doing a bagel. But let me tell you how I do my bagels. I take my bagel, plain bagel on a day that I'm not gonna be in front of somebody's face. Onion bagel if I'm gonna be speaking closely to people. Wait, I said that opposite. Funky breath if I'm gonna be close to people. Okay, flop that, you know what I mean. I cut the bagel in half, and then I scoop out all that extra bagelization and put that on the side.
Wait, you take the bagel out of the bagel and just eat the crust? Is she about to describe an eating disorder that she should not be promoting to other people?
Then I take my whipped cream cheese.
Oh no.
And I dig deep into that pot of it, and I fill up the entire
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's too much fucking cream cheese.
Bagel rounds like a moat. But I'm not finished yet. Then I take that plate of that moated cream cheesed bagel and I put it inside of the microwave.
Oh no!
I shut the door and then I set it for 20 seconds.
Oh Jesus!
And then what starts to happen is the molecular makeup of that cream cheese starts to change.
Does Tyra Banks know how microwaves work? Cat Kaz, thank you for subscribing. Dr. Campbell, my colon would hate me if I did this.
There's nothing funny about
Tyra has the strongest colon. How dare you? She's fine.
It's like a science project. And when you take it out of the microwave, it's not just heated. Oh no. It's creamy and it has a slightly tart flavor that it didn't have pre-microwave.
Probably because you... Never mind. The dairy content is probably not reacting too well to being heated up for that long in the fucking microwave.
I blow on it because if I take a big bite, it's gonna burn my lips. So I have to blow. And then I slowly bring it to my mouth and I bite. And I try to get the cleanest bite, but there's whipped cream, cream cheese, whatever cream, all over my lips. And then I lick it and I lick it until it is all gone. At work at Model Land, the team is working non-stop, and we often don't have time to take a break for lunch.
This step has 1,000 eyes with 60 bits. I always love the nautical theme. Can we do a cleanse called Admiral Awesome? Maybe?
So I go in.
Depends on how long it is.
To our snack box, and I just go, do I want corn chip? Or do I want sesame bar, which sounds weird, but
Wind Chanter with 20 bits. She radiates her food.
It's so good. Or
there's nothing wrong with microwaves inherently. I just find sticking a giant glob of cream cheese in the microwave for 20 seconds to be kind of gross. I don't know. I don't like cream cheese very much to begin with, though, so.
Do I want some kind of like natural licorice? Or do I want some bean chips? Or do I want some like cauliflower puffs? And
Step as 1,000 eyes with 20 bits. No, you're Admiral Awesome. 'Tis a seafaring joke. Ah, okay. Cotton Candy 903. This legit sounds like softcore food porn. Maybe. And Lily Loves Stuff with 25 bits. You're so welcome. Now, you all know what I think 10 times a day for the last 7 months.
Sometimes.
Is this intrusive of a thought? This disgusting microwave cream cheese?
I want every single one of those. And so for the rest of the afternoon, I open bag after bag and eat them one by one until there's like 9 bags in front of me and I feel disgusting. I have a very interesting relationship with food. I have to say that it is one of the most important things in my life. A lot of my personal life and the things that I like to do and my hobby is food. Finding new restaurants, doing a challenge where I can't go to the same restaurant again for 6 months, finding...
Isn't it fun that rich people have hobbies that are completely unrelatable? I'm gonna make a new goal. I'm not gonna go to the same restaurant for 6 months. And if I run out of restaurants that I have been to in LA, then I'll take a flight to New York and we'll get pizza. I can't relate, Tyra. I'm sorry, I don't have millions of dollars. I eat McDonald's multiple times a week. Not so much anymore, but in the past I have.
Food festivals. I love a supper club. It is a true, very important thing to me.
Logarth with 20 bits, and that, kids, is what we call bulimia.
So much so that right now, you can't tell because I have an...
Why does she have money? She's a model. She was a model. I think she still is. I guess I don't know. I'm not very tuned into the modeling world. But she also did TV shows, America's Next Top Model. She's a host on America's Got Talent. I'm sure she's done other stuff. She was in the movie Life Size. Colossus TV with 20 bits. Now I have a weird feeling about cream cheese. And then Empty the Tanks with 20 bits. Sounds like an eating disorder. Seriously. I have OSFED. Not that makes me an expert, but yikes. This is definitely disordered, yeah.
Men's blazer? I am 25 pounds heavier than I was on the cover of a very famous swimsuit magazine that came out last year. So it's like when you're tired and you're working hard, you just go to this fast food and this fast food and this fast food, and you compare the burgers. So I'm 30 pounds heavier, and it'll come off one day, but not today. For dinner, I love doing something that's a little special, and it's a little bit indulgent. I go to a delivery app, and I choose 2 different restaurants with the same cuisine. Let's say Mexican. Let's call this place La Rancha. And let's call this place La Burrito Titi. La Rancha, I will order nachos.
Dr. Gamble with 20 bits. Tobuscus's pistachio commercial is funnier food porn than this, and it wasn't even funny except for the end. That was hilarious. I haven't seen it.
I will order nachos from La Burrito Titi. I'll order enchiladas con carne. I'll order one here.
Are you literally talking about you're so rich that you buy meals just to compare them and then you don't eat the other one? Because that's some fucked up shit. Beyond any potential eating disorder stuff. Like, imagine being like, I order double the food that I need. I'm so rich, I just buy extra food just so I can try them next to each other. Nothing is as interesting as she's presenting it. No.
And then they come almost at the same time. And then there's the taste test. I do it with my son, I do it with my man. We line it up and then we score the different restaurants with the same items. And what happens is,
imagine being her Uber Eats driver. Yeah.
The next time you order, you'll know where to order from because one of them is always nasty. I cook a couple of different things. One thing that I recently cooked that I have to say that I perfected at the Culinary Institute of America near Napa, California.
Tyra's a big name dropper too. She'll name drop, not necessarily individuals, but like, she'll be like, I received accreditation at Harvard, implying that she went to Harvard when really it wasn't like a degree she got from Harvard. She took like a a special, like business class at Harvard that wasn't, like, accredited with a degree. But she'll say it like, I went to Harvard. She does this kind of thing. The Step Has 1,000 Eyes. As an Angelino, these do not sound like good Mexican places in L.A. And then Winch Chanter with 20 bits. This makes me so mad. Like, F you and your rich people problems. Agree.
Is my sriracha maple bacon jerky candied yum. I take bacon, it must be cured, and it must be very smoky, and I create a sauce on the side that is maple syrup, but it has to be...
I don't like candied bacon, and I like bacon, and I like sweets. As a meme food, it should be something I like, but I don't. I find candied bacon to be disgusting. I've had it from multiple places, it's always gross.
Be fake maple syrup. Not that fancy Canadian stuff. And some sriracha. I mix it into this, like, wonderful elixir. Then I dip the bacon in that. Dip, 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 dip. And then I lay...
Sweet don't go with meat? I mean, it can, though. Like honey ham, or like, if you've ever had, like, chicken strips and you had honey dipping sauce, that can be okay. But, I don't know, candied bacon is just gross to me.
The bacon out, and then I, like, actually... grind pepper all over it into big chunks. I place it in the oven, and I have to watch it so it doesn't burn. But it starts to almost like crystallize and caramelize, and then it starts to jerky-ize. That is a word. It starts to jerky-ize, and then it comes out of the oven, and it is almost like candy. It is so good.
Gross.
And that's everything.
It has been quite a while since we've done a day of eating, and today we're going to do raw carnivore. And the reason I usually do raw as opposed to cooked is because sometimes...
Oh no. Is he gonna eat raw meat? Doom Smoothie with 20 bits. Everything she's talking about is the grossest thing I've ever heard of. And then Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits. Her words just make me think about the 10 pounds I've put on the last 4 months.
When you consume a large amount of cooked food, it kind of saps your energy.
No, it doesn't. Cook your food. You know how many human beings have probably existed throughout history that are like, oh, if we could just make a fire and we could heat our food up so we don't catch disease. And you're over here in your house in LA going like, I'm on the raw carnivore diet, actually. I like to eat raw meat to maximize the prions that I get in my fucking brain. Disgusting.
As it takes a little more work to...
Meaty52, food poisoning can also sap your energy, I've found. True. And then Winchanter says this person's eyebrows.
to digest. So, if you wake up early in the morning, if you had a lot of stuff to do, you just have a nice raw meal, and despite it being meat, fairly high in calories, you still feel good, you still feel energized. So that's going to be the main focus of today. Minimal digestive stress, high energy.
What? It's the raw meat's going to be harder for your body to digest than cooked meat. That's the opposite of what? Cooking your food helps your body break it down easier. What are you talking about? This person could not be more wrong. The Step Has 1,000 Eyes. Jeff Holiday has a video of this dude eating fermented brains. That's disgusting. I might have seen that video. That sounds familiar. Logarth with 20 bits. What, do you not consume the flesh of your enemies raw? Coward! The blood should be dripping down your chin as you devour them alive. I guess I gotta up my game.
And since it is getting...
You had beef tartare yesterday? That's different though, right? That's like a specific meat that's made in such a way as to ensure maximum sanitation, let's say. Maximum safety, okay? This is a dude buying a steak from the store and then not cooking it, which is a very different thing.
A little bit cooler outside. Usually do have to eat cooked foods to stay warm, so it's not something realistic to do in the winter, especially in New York. And unlike my dad, we are not doing a carnivore day of eating. Oh, we are sticking to...
Does he just eat raw corn too? Someone called Jake.
100% grass-fed stuff, local beef. Pretty late in the day, but I just haven't had time to
this is gonna be nasty.
eat yet. And this is the local beef you will get if you want some. I forgot. So this tart and
I'm gonna fast through this because this is gross.
Very nice.
Oh no!
On a carnivore
Oh, look at that plate of disgusting bloody meat. I hate it. I hate it so much. It's okay. That video's done. That's all. You can't hurt us anymore.
Jeremy.
What do you want?
Can we help you?
Colossus TV with 30 bits. Imagine seeing this guy open his lunch next to you at work. Oh god, the smell. This step has 1,000 eyes with 42 bits. Am I the one person on earth who eats pickled cheese? I will not be eating whatever that was. Ew, pickled cheese. Gross. That XY girl with 50 bits. Speaking of weird culty diets, have you heard of breatharianism? Yeah. In order to be a weird culty diet, it has to be real, though. Literally, no one can be a breatharian. It's complete nonsense. Although that would be fun to cover someday on the channel, to look at all the weird breatharians who are lying. For those who don't know, breatharians are people who claim that they don't have to eat food anymore and they get all the nutrition they need by basically filter feeding by breathing air. It doesn't make any sense, as you might imagine. And people who have promoted the breatharian diet have been caught buying food and stuff. You know, it's a grift. It's a really dumb grift.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
Stupid people? Yeah, basically.
What are you guys doing? What's up, man? Can I talk to you for a second? Yeah. Listen, we don't do that here. Bullying? Do you realize that in America, almost 200,000 students are afraid to come to school every day because they're afraid of being bullied? That's why at Cy Ranch, we don't do that. This is how we do it.
Oh, God.
You would like to try tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back.
That's when we've covered that. That's when Uri Geller got called out on TV for lying about having psychic powers.
Formed their major Boca Raton. Anti-maskers have again formed their major congregation in forms of last time that they went to the Target in Fort Lauderdale. They're doing the same stunt again. Check out this video that
music video makes you want to try the knife.
At the time.
Jesus.
This is definitely will put a shock to you.
This is America. We don't wear burqas.
They're literally, some of them are wearing masks, but on their eyes. The irony.
Hey, Snow, I've got Quibi and...
Be a noun.
Oh, Quibi.
Be a...
Hey guys, remember Quibi, the streaming service that lasted like 6 months, that they pumped like $2 billion into?
There's nothing funny about the
and Katzenberg is a complete hack. Remember that? Let's see a commercial for Quibi. Wouldn't masks on their eyes mean they're really the ones sleeping? You'd think so. EO80 with 20 bits. Okay, when he said this is how we do it and panned, I was there. I was hoping there was an octagon with high schoolers just going at it. Logarth with 20 bits just says no.
Is Quibi a noun or a verb?
Quibi is definitely a noun.
I honestly don't know what a noun or a verb is.
Oh, that's painful. You see, folks, a verb is an action. It's like a thing you do. You run, you jump, you watch. Verbs. Nouns are things. Like a glass is a noun. These glasses is a noun. Booklet. This booklet is a noun. Colossus TV, Queeby is a slur.
What is Quibi? What kind of question is that?
I've got Quibi and I need to go to the hospital right now.
Hold on, MH Dark Beast has something. Says,
Nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
did I see what's become of Piper now that you and Jake have destroyed Mimsy Moon? I only covered her once. Oh no, you destroyed Mimsy Moon so badly that Snortling's Hollow is cancelled, and Piper has also become a rub and tug girl. Oh. Funny.
I think it stands for quiet bingo. That's like when you play.
We don't need no education. Yeah, that's what that song's about.
Play bingo, but they don't tell you the letters or numbers, so you just mark it how you want.
I used to know a barber named Quibi.
Quibi is my absolute favorite snack. I love to munch on a Quibi.
What is Quibi? Couldn't tell ya.
Jake was up until 4 a.m. last night eviscerating her response video to him. That's pretty funny.
I'm fired. Okay.
Wait, are people gonna be like, she's so dumb, she doesn't know what a noun or a verb is? I do know what it is now. Because Mike just told me.
Fucking yikes. The Mayor's Inner Circle Pressed Roast 2000. Oh yeah, this is when Rudy Giuliani dressed up like a lady.
You know, you're really beautiful. And a woman that looks like that has to have her own special scent.
Oh, thank you. Maybe you could tell me what you think of this scent.
I like that.
This may be the best of all. Oh, you dirty boy, you. Oh. Donald, I thought you were a gentleman.
You can't say I didn't try. Mayor Giuliani, he's given away over $2 billion in corporate wealth.
Quarter 2002, wake up! Hey, quarter 2002. Quarter 2002. It's me, the moon. Are you awake?
Noodles Lolcat with a bunch of bits out of the loop on the Mimsy Moon thing. Oh, it's a whole thing.
Is that moon?
It's basically a right-wing kids puppet show on YouTube that's very funny.
Is that you again? Yeah, it's me, the moon.
Is that a real thing that happened? What thing? The Donald Trump Giuliani thing? It was a comedy sketch they filmed for a thing.
Listen, I'm really hungry. Is there any way you could bring me my baby bottle? I need my bottle. I've got a very important day, doing very important stuff tomorrow. I need my sleep, and I can't sleep because you keep crying. So shh. Listen, I'm sorry you can't get.
The way it was filmed made it look like an 80s porn movie. A little. I don't know. I guess I haven't seen porn from the 80s. Colossus TV, right-wing puppet show. What is this world we live in?
Sleep, but you gotta think about me. I'm hungry. I can't sleep at all, guys. The moon's been keeping me up all night. He keeps crying that he wants his bottle. Oh, I can't bring his bottle to him all the way up in outer space. I don't have a spaceship. What am I supposed to do about that? Oh, if only I had a spaceship that I could take up to the moon and bring him his bottle so I could get some sleep.
Hey everyone.
Funny about the tools of capitalism.
Another Trump classic, and then Logarth with 20 Bits Ben Shapiro's new video looks kind of weird. What's with the moon? Is that Joe Rogan? Hold on, I gotta catch up with chat.
Do you really think this is the right thing for us to be doing, Ivana?
What will people think?
That was his first wife that accused him of raping her while they were married.
Let him.
But marital rape wasn't illegal when that happened, so yeah, it was only made illegal that recently in some places.
Talk. Ivana. It's wrong, isn't it?
But it feels so right.
Then it's a deal?
Yes, we eat our pizza the wrong way.
Crust first.
Introducing stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. With a ring of cheese baked into a totally new, thinner crust, you'll want to eat it the wrong way. Crust first.
May I have the last slice?
Actually, you're only entitled to half.
Large, just $9.99.
Fucking yikes.
This is beef blood mixed with goat milk. I'm gonna drink 2 of these cups.
No! Okay.
There's nothing funny about the two.
We are in a bit of a hurry because we want to get
He lies. I've seen him eat it with a knife and fork.
some oysters. The water is rising because of the tide. We'll see you there.
Oh, does he literally get oysters himself?
For a supplement.
Oh no, is he eating raw oysters from the ocean? Don't do that! Logarth with 20 bits, isn't there something in the Bible about boiling a goat in its mother's blood or something? Yeah. You're not allowed to boil a goat in its mother's milk, according to the Bible. Yeah, don't do this.
They're super good.
This is a real good way to get sicker than you've ever been in your entire life.
Of the best food you could possibly eat. Good stuff.
That's
Over an
disgusting.
hour since I ate the oyster. Drink up, it's now worth together. Like,
What is with all these disgusting raw meat eaters? What is wrong with these people?
because those foods are so nutrient rich.
I think all we've learned since the advent of the internet is that human beings are disgusting. And on the whole, we're really, really awful. So, that's my take,
There's
I
nothing
guess.
funny about the tools of capitalism.
Windchanter with 20 bits. What are these people's poops like? Just liquid. Absolute liquid. No solids. I guess that's it. I really I gotta go get ready for D&D. Let me see who I can raid. Colossus TV with 20 bits. You can't get parasites if you are a parasite. When's D&D? It's supposed to start around 8. So if I had to guess, probably 8:30 because we're always late. Who's streaming?
There's nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Cotton Candy 903 with 20 bits. Sometimes I think humans were nature's greatest mistake. Possibly true. Possibly true. Actual Jake, more like actual late, am I right? Alright, that's pretty funny. Do the Xbox controllers still use batteries? Like removable batteries that you have to buy? That's kind of weird. The PlayStation ones you just recharge.
Luckier.
Yeah, they're less
And
afraid
he is
of
on
them.
safer ground than Corbyn was. But you're right, I think, that even though we won't see these political journalists being as tough with Starmer and finding holes in his arguments, so long as he is prolonging this particular debate, what most people just see is Labour divided, talking about stuff I don't care about, right?
All right, so thanks
that's where
everyone.
the damage
Like I
is
said,
going
we'll be
to
doing
come again.
D&D
These
over on
people are
actual
just
Jake's
having a war with
channel.
each other, I don't care. And it's similar
8:30.
Actually, we'll get
So
onto this in
come
one
hang
moment,
out.
'cause I was
That'll
gonna
be a
say,
good
well,
time.
It's similar to Stephen Kinnock.
Yeah.
This belief
Chat's
that
valid.
Kinnock had, which was
Have a
that,
good night, everyone.
People like me, they don't like militant. So if I attack militant, then they will sort of respect me. But it turns out all people saw was a party